Someone has rightly said, pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. On behalf of the entire fraternity of Delhi Public School, Nashik and Varanasi, I wish you all a very good evening and happy Navratri. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the dignitaries present and welcome my dear children to a very informative session on career choices that you can pursue after class 12. My warmest welcome to Mr. Anupam Raghuvanshi, TEDx speaker and an eminent career counselor. Thank you, sir, for sparing your valuable time and talking to our students. This evening, children, you will not just hear and understand, but you will also speak and question. Yes, this session will be an interactive session that will definitely provide a strong foundation to a bright future. Many of the students must be thinking that they have already decided as what to do after their class 12th. But children, let me tell you that due to this pandemic effect, there will be many careers that will take a boom, and yes, many will decline too. So this is the right time to know and gather information on choosing the right career. Now is the time to plan and move towards a bright future. Let me introduce to our resource person for today. Mr. Anupam Raghuvanshi is an eminent career counselor, mentor, motivational speaker, and a lot more. An alumnus of NCHM Delhi University IGNOU, the recipient of the prestigious Prerna Fellowship at IIM Lucknow, Mr. Raghuvanshi has a glorious profile. Having worked with the Indian Tourism Development Corporation, Japan International Welfare Association, Pratham, the British Council, UNICEF, and Time. He has initiated 2 educational projects and mastered mentoring 11 startups across 6 institutions. He has been the chief mentor at the Startup Weekend by Google for IIT BHU Chapter 2014 and 17, and at the Maiden Startup Fair of Uttar Pradesh, organized by the Skill Ministry, Government of India, and MCIE IIT BHU. Mr. Raghuvanshi is currently serving as the Director of Time Eastern UP Operations. Mr. Anupam has inspired and counseled generation of learners and has been a personal mentor and counselor to over 30,000 undergraduates, over 10,000 postgraduates, including 530 in IIMs and 121 in many Ivy League universities worldwide. He has received several awards at both national and international level. The list is endless, and there are many more feathers to his cap, but without any further delay, I will invite Mr. Raghuvanshi to share his thoughts, and I'm sure, children, you will have many takeaways from this session today. Over to you, Mr. Raghuvanshi. Welcome once again.
Thank you so much for the long introduction. At times, like, it really baffles you because you're still like of the feel that there is so much to achieve in life, there's so much to see in life, there's so much to learn. And when all these accolades and all those readabouts, in fact, like start happening, then definitely sometime you succumb to one of them or some of them. So definitely I don't adhere to all of the thing that has been already done, but in future, what exactly will be coming will be more important. And the most important will be today's session, which is coming in a very troubled times, a time which none of us had planned, in fact, and most importantly for the students of class 12th of this year who are into, I mean, you know, sometimes you just have that cliche dialogue ki aisa mere hi saath kyun hota hai. So I think the class 12 students definitely had the worst of it. And 12th is also an year, in fact, when the school pass out happens. And there are lot many things apart from the education and career planning that happens within the school. So the students of today, all those students who are in final year of any kind of curriculum, whether it is school, which is class 12th, or graduation, third year or final year, or fifth year, and the post graduation also, they really had a tough life for the whole last 7-8 months. But
True.
now, since we had a tough life, क्या ये भी तय हो गया है कि the life ahead is going to be devastating? The life ahead is going to be not so good. This is what we need to be like understanding, because when the times are tough, when the challenges are really engrafting, then you need a better plan. You need, first of all, you need a plan, and then you don't need a plan which has been in practice since last few years. So you don't have to be a followership, doing a followership of the previous plans, but you have to understand what lies ahead, and then you need to replan. And that is when the whole three segment learning scenario of unlearning, and relearning comes into play. So you need to like unlearn a lot of things, because a lot of things that were pre-pandemic in the world of today definitely won't be remaining the same, in fact, as we pass through this challenge. When are we going to pass through this challenge? None of us know. So let us keep our fingers crossed, and let us hope for the best. So I'll be sharing all my talk, in fact, through a PPT, and this is an important session, because especially for the class 12 students, I would say, not because I'm saying it, not because your school has conducted that, but arranged to conduct this. But it is also very important that you never know that what part of the context you are missing while we go on to understand. Some of which already must be known to you. A lot of you must be thinking that I already have planned things in my life. But as I told you, we are in an era of turbulence and change. And turbulence and change, when it is kept together, then no plan works. What works is like a diligence and a kind of balance between what lies ahead, in fact, and who you are. So you need to be a judicious mix of a balanced mix of these two things. We're just going to look into that. So I have planned my session in certain segments. One of the segment, the first segment is all about you. The second segment is about the obvious careers, obvious path ahead for various streams. So I understand it is full class 12. So I'll be like for 5 minutes each speaking for commerce, humanities, bio and maths people. And then I'll be also talking about the rest of the things. And I would also be very interested in getting the questions known from you. What I'll not be doing is, I really won't be touching the mundane stuff, which is talking about this institution and that institution, because that is something which is mundane. I mean, as I said, use the word. So what I have done, owing to this pandemic, uh, I never was that person, but I thought of coming on YouTube. Initially, the thing is that I'm settling down on YouTube through stories, which are very important for personality, for character building, and everything else. So you should definitely watch it out. But for class 12 student, it is going to be very, very important, because every single institution, every single career which is of importance, which is going to make a rock solid statement in the future of tomorrow, like in the coming future, I'll be like putting something over there, in fact, in the coming time. So by the time you pass out for, in your class 12, you'll be like having everything, in fact, like, and I'm researching a lot, because I'm like seeing as to what is available and how to filter it out, in fact, to uh, take it to that level wherein the precision is absolutely going to hit you with the best possible resource, as a best possible resource. I, being the career strategist of your school, definitely I'll be urging you that you type my name on YouTube, Anupam Raghunshi, and join that channel, subscribe to it, so that all the information regarding the careers and colleges which I'll be putting up in the coming times should be there for you. Let us start. In fact, I'll be, as I suggested, I'll be sharing a screen, and that will take the thing forward. I hope you can see that. If any one of you, and you can hear me well also.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, ma'am. Thank you so much. So let us start with this. Now, this question, if I ask to somebody, in fact, like, then it is more of a rhetorical question. Why? Because it need not be answered, and it is something which is the need of the hour. The only thing is, since it is not a normal year, then we have to be acclimatized for a new normal. So what that new normal is going to be is not something that is known to any one of us. Trust me. If I tell you that no, this is the new normal going to be, then I'm lying. I'm just putting words to my knowledge, nothing else. But if you talk about the new normal, then you have to be understanding yourself better than what you thought of yourself in the pre-COVID scenario, or as compared to the last year students. So if you also have a kind of a version of yours which actually takes care of what was happening before, what my seniors did, what my didi bhaiya did. So I think for you it is going to be very tough if you really follow that suit. So just try to understand what this session says. For next 5 minutes this is going to be this. So this was the question that I asked. Now, which is one thing which is going to be very, very important is the self assessment. Now, more important, we career strategists who are having a conclave somewhere a couple of months back, and we were discussing some of the finest people in the industry, and we were discussing about the future of careers. And when you talk about future of something, most of which is actually unknown. When we assess the future, then we assess the future with respect to our knowledge and everything else around us of today. But the future is when the future is so changing, when the future is so turbulent, we are absolutely not knowing what exactly is the real future that is going to be after 5 years or 10 years from now when you pass out as a student. So the self assessment becomes very, very important. What it is actually through my eyes, and what it is as the best case scenario, in fact, I'll be like telling you, which is something which is central to abilities and skills. Then the need to do something, which is very important. So now the goals in life will be that much important. You know, guys, you need to understand as education is concerned. That means the number of total number of seats in India is not going to hold more than 2 to 3% students, and the rest, some private colleges and universities which claim to be very good. There are very good universities as well. I'm not saying they are all generalized. So that is where only 4 to 5% students go on to study what they should have studied as per who they were, and also they grab one of the best seats in India in their area of study. So you need to understand this, that goal will be coming from the need to do that. Why would you do that? And the interest in doing so. So the three questions, I'm really sure you must be taking your own notes or a screenshot of this particular thing to better if you take notes. So this is very important for you to understand. So let me just revisit the statements again. Now, self-assessment is something that gives clarity. When the future is turbulent, as I said, when the future is ever evolving and changing as the times are today, then what is not important is that you see through the future. What is important is that you see within yourself. And when you assess yourself, that is the level of clarity that you get, which is paradigm, and it can actually connect with any kind of paradigm shift that can happen tomorrow. So that's very, very important for you to understand that self-assessment gives clarity, and the need actually helps you in setting the goal. So only when you have assessed yourself and then you connect with the need, why should I do this? Right? I am like this, I am this, and that. And then, okay, if I am a person who can crack any competition, then why the hell should I crack a competition which somebody else has said, or which is falling in line? But because the third one is very important, because interest then comes into play. It ensures that you'll be passionate. A lot of people who were charm of their family, who had a distinctive appeal to their personality by the time they were a student in school, and when they joined a graduation in a so-called very top college of India, they just lose all that charm. They are a very changed personality. There are a lot of people who are depressed. There are a lot of people who are not depressed, but they just pass through the curriculum somehow. So you need to understand, like, I, with all my experience of lakhs of students that I've counseled and thousands of students that I have mentored and trained myself in my career so far, I can tell you that this thing is more so growing, ever evolving and growing. This breed of students who actually are more frustrated than they are enjoying what they're studying. So you need to understand that self-assessment connected with the need and connected with your interest. This is that success mantra which actually will be giving you the purpose of your life. Because together this thing provides a purpose. And अगर आपके पास कोई उद्देश्य नहीं है, if you're a purposeless person doing something, definitely your passion will be lacking. You will definitely lack the passion, जिसके कारण आप इसको देखो बैकवर्ड ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग में कर रहा हूँ, जिसके कारण आपका इंटरेस्ट जो शुरू में ज्यादा था वो बाद में खो जाएगा. शुरू में लगता है कि जैसे आज अमेजन पे कोई सेल लगी या कहीं तुम चले गए, वहां पे आपको दिखा कि ये सस्ता बिक रहा है, आपको हाँ मुझे चाहिए, but then like you buy it out to have most of these products you buy to have regrets later because you actually don't need it, right? और यहाँ पे need वाली बात आती है, और उसके बाद आप assess करते हो तो पाते हो नहीं नहीं नहीं, you start soul searching, I should have got something else. So why to do that? So purpose is something that will not be coming as first hand thing to you. What better would it have been had purpose been the first thing that you should have got? But actually, it is an end resultant starting from the self assessment that provides clarity, need that clears the goal, right? And the interest that ensures that you'll be passionate. And with these three things, purpose is an automatically evolving thing. It'll be blooming from within without your wantedness of having a purpose, right? And let me tell you, don't talk about purpose without all these things, because the greatest purpose of life is to have a purpose of life. So it is absolutely not possible that you talk about the purpose of your life. You're absolutely ruckusing, you're absolutely rambling, you're lying, or you are a mundane, inane person like who is absolutely not having any knowledge about these things. So you need to be like following the suit in the lineage that I have told you. Do it, and this is the new normal. If you don't do it, the careers and the best opportunities of tomorrow will keep you out of itself. And if you do it, then definitely you'll be having a welcoming shower. Now, for sure, what is going to happen with you in your career, guys, that you'll be changing minimum 3 to 5 careers in your lifespan. Now, if I would have taken, like, definitely I didn't take, but if I was to take this session in 1999 or the year 2000, I would have said that you'll be at least like going for a second career in your life. But right now it is 3 to 5. And as I speak, it could be like more than that because of the evolution of the careers, because of the evolution of the ecosystem and the wantedness of things, in fact, and products and services that is going to be ever evolving because of inclusion of robotics and computer science. This is actually going to happen. So it is important that you include those subjects in your education that you are passionate about. I have a very common sentence that I use in almost all of my presentations in schools and colleges, that passion is the greatest leveler. Now, if you are passionate about something, even if you're not a topper, even if you're not somebody, in fact, like who's looked up to or who has been looked up to, but you are passionate, I'm just telling you guys, you're going to create wonders for sure. And you can take my words granted. This is so true, right? You'll be, you'll have to integrate technology at some point of time in your career for sure. Technology is not only limited or private limited to the students who are going to study computer science or information technology, but technology is something which students of history also would be needing, in fact, down the line 5 to 7 to 10 years from now. You study any subject, it just cannot be away from technology. Look what is happening right now. Now, a lot of teachers pre-COVID, by the time February was there, they had absolutely no idea of most of these gadgets and most of the programs that they have used as a teacher, in fact. So they have learned, they have evolved. So in teaching also, there is a lot of technology. All of them have known to use G Suite. All of them have known to use Zoom. All of them have learned to use so many things, and use of microphone, use of lighting, use of so many things. So they never would have thought in their career, if somebody would have said or asked previous year, in fact, to these teachers, all the teachers in the country, salute to them, right? That, what, you guys learn technology. Nobody would have been interested. Trust me, if you ask, take a survey, but they had to change because of the changing ecosystem. Since the whole environment got changed, they had to perform their task. Thankfully, we are in 2020. Had we been in 2010, it would have been a 0 year. I don't know who would have been happy with that, but at least some kind of thing was pushing up and it was definitely moving forward. So you need to start learning basics of coding and mastery of word processing, spreadsheet, creative presentation techniques using digital tools. Now, this is very important. Why? Because every single top job of tomorrow, every single class opportunity of tomorrow would be needing you to have these kind of tools within yourself as a skill and not as an ability. Now, I've said a very important thing. Understand. Now, technology is needed as a skill and not as an ability. So it is not only the computer science students like who will be dexterous or who will be profoundly displaying their dexterity in computer science or coding, but you also will be required to do this. And as the time moves, you will see, in fact, in India also, some liberal art programs have started to put computer or computer science within the curriculum itself. That is very, very good, which they have called, this is a very interesting concept. I'll be putting a video sometime, meta college concept. That means you are not going to be a student of one college. This was firstly started in India by the Indian Institute of Management and is now being transferred to a lot of other good colleges as well, including the IITs of India and the IIC Bangalore. So what they do is they essentially give you one semester abroad that you should study from France, study from US, because what happens to you, you profoundly see a bigger picture of the world, which is not only cocooned and limited to what you were studying. So this is what computer science is going to do to all of the careers, all of the subjects. Mark these 2 points, very, very important. Now you need to do a self-assessment. This is very, very important, as I told you. And how to do it? You need to understand that it is actually important to understand the question. Answer is not important. What we do, मुझे कौन से कॉलेज में जाना चाहिए, मुझे कौन सा कोर्स करना चाहिए, कौन सा वाला कॉलेज अच्छा है, कौन सी सीट अच्छी है, किसमें करियर अच्छा बनेगा. I mean, trust me, if somebody comes today and asks me, and people do that every day, I have like 3-4 parents visiting me, and every now and then I'm surprised when they ask. और आप बैठे हो मेरे सामने जितने लोग, आप खुद से अपने आप से पूछो, क्या आपको अपनी करियर क्लैरिटी है? तो आप क्या पूछते हो? आप बेसिकली आंसर जानने की कोशिश करते हो कि टेल मी विच इज द बेस्ट कॉलेज, टेल मी विच इज द बेस्ट कोर्स, टेल मी विच इज द सी द बेस्ट is a structured thing. It is already there, but is it for you? It is like asking, I want a holiday, tell me which is the best holiday spot in the world, and I tell you a very remarkable island somewhere in the South Pacific which will take only 2 lakh rupees of flights to reach there. Can you reach there? Your total budget was 50,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. So you need to understand that answer is not important. You need a clarity on the question. And before you process the question, before you augment the question, before you ask it, you need to be like understanding the quality of question versus you, right? So understand the question and then only ask this question. It is actually going to benefit you, because whatever answer you'll get when the question is yours, it will be sailing you forward. If you only get an answer, Google is already there. You ask any damn question, it can like put you up, right? So it is of no use. It can confuse you. If without your question, sit on Google for 30 minutes, 1 hour, and it'll confuse you more, because you'll be like, changing your questions every now and then. When you have your question, it is so much easier for me to answer it out. इसीलिए मैंने कहा कि मैं किसी इंस्टीट्यूशन की स्पेसिफिकली आज बात नहीं करूंगा, मैं आपकी बात करूंगा कि कॉमर्स वालों को क्या करना चाहिए, ह्यूमैनिटीज वाले क्या कर सकते हैं, साइंस मैथ्स वाले क्या कर सकते हैं, बायो वाले क्या कर सकते हैं. Then you need to change this perspective from what others think of me to what my soul needs. This is a very, very important part of self assessment. आप कभी शांति से बैठो अकेले, आपने ऐसा किया है कभी? मुझे पता नहीं किया कि नहीं किया है, बट अगर आप जो मैं इस पेज पे लिखने जा रहा हूं ना, या जो इस पेज पे आप देखोगे सेल्फ असेसमेंट वाले, यदि आप दुनिया के 100 सक्सेसफुल, सबसे ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल लोगों का एनालिसिस करो, राइट, तो ये सभी चीजों में से 99% लोगों पे ये सभी चीजें लागू होती हैं कि उनको, उन लोगों को पता है कि व्हाट देयर सोल नीड्स, एंड दे केयर अ डैम अबाउट व्हाट अदर थिंग्स think of you. Your both parents are doctors and you are trying to be a student of psychology. It doesn't matter at all. Now your parents are doctor, you're not genetic coded with medicinal science, right? If you think that since my both parents are engineers or both parents are CA or father is CA, then your genetic code is science, and you'll be actually defying your genetic code if you do not do a CA, then I think you are grossly mistaken. How many students actually get succumbed to those kind of things? They get psychological issues, and they, वही है, आइंस्टाइन ने कहा था ना कि मछली से आप बोलोगे कि तुम पेड़ पे चढ़ जाओ तो उसको लगेगा कि मैं बेवकूफ हूं क्योंकि मैं पेड़ पे नहीं चढ़ पाई। अरे भाई, मछली को पता होना चाहिए कि उसकी काबिलियत क्या है। ये नहीं कि किसी ने मछली को बोल दिया वो चढ़ने की कोशिश करके अपने आप को बेवकूफ समझ ले। सो यू नीड टू फेयरली अंडरस्टैंड दैट थिंग, दैट यू हैव टू इन्वॉल्व योर ब्रेन, एंड यू डोंट हैव टू इन्वॉल्व योर ब्रेन द वे यू थिंक। You have to involve your brain before you involve your brain, and which is when you make a self assessment. Do it out today. Tonight will be a very good day. बड़ा अच्छा मुहूर्त है, शुभ पता नहीं क्यों है, मैंने बोल दिया, बट अगर आपको ये पता अभी चल रहा है तो एक बहुत ही शुभ मुहूर्त है आज रात में कि आप बैठ करके ये वाला पेज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट से जरा करें, राइट? Then misunderstanding memory with intelligence. Now you have got a 95% in 10th. You are supposedly going to get a 95% in class 12th, and you think you can crack the world. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You need to understand. You get a 70%, you get a 65%, you get a 98%. Anyone can crack a competition. और खास तौर से आप लोग जिस तरफ बढ़ रहे हो, वहां पे जो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है, मैंने सेशन इस पे भी लिया था, उसकी वजह से जो सारे कॉलेजेस के कंपटीशन है वो एक जैसे होने वाले हैं एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट के। तो अगर आप किसी एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट की प्रिपरेशन नहीं कर रहे हो तो ये अपने आप में बहुत ही खराब बात है। अगर आप जेई की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो, अगर आप नीट की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो, आपको लगता है कि आप गेम में हो तो अच्छे से करो और साथ में 12th की प्रिपरेशन भी करो, राइट? 12th की तैयारी। लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है कि आप गेम में नहीं हो तो दिस इज द राइट टाइम टू असेस योरसेल्फ कि भैया मेरी मेमोरी का, मेरे इंटेलिजेंस से कुछ मतलब नहीं है, राइट? और नॉलेज का भी इंटेलिजेंस से कोई मतलब नहीं है, राइट? आप 10 दिन में सारी चीजें रट सकते हो, वो भी एक चीज, और आपको पहले से पता है, आप बहुत नॉलेजेबल हो, बिकॉज नॉलेज इज लाइक अ नाइफ एंड इंटेलिजेंस इज इट्स शार्पनेस. Many a times it happens, and it happens so many times. I always give the example of IIT BHU because I am a mentor to these students, and you can learn from them, right? That almost 77-78% students of IIT since last 5 years. Mukti ma'am is there. She lives in BHU. She has a great connect with every faculty and department over there. She can reassure it out that 78% students of IITs in India, right, except computer science वाले बच्चे जो कंप्यूटर साइंस में ही जाते हैं, 99%, 78% students do not take the job as an engineer. They go on to become somebody else. तो जब आपको इंजीनियरिंग से निकली हुई जॉब नहीं करनी थी, जब आपको रिसर्च में नहीं जाना था, तो आप इंजीनियर बने ही क्यों भाई? क्योंकि उसके लिए आपने बड़ी मेहनत की। उतनी मेहनत आप कुछ भी करते तो बन जाते। फिर आप लास्ट में जा रहे हो साइकोलॉजी के लिए, फिर आप लास्ट में जा रहे हो ड्रामा के लिए, फिर आप लास्ट में जा रहे हो थिएटर के लिए या मैनेजमेंट के लिए, बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स के लिए, डेटा साइंस के लिए। तो ये तो आपको ग्रेजुएशन में आप कुछ भी करके कर सकते थे। देन व्हाई डिड यू लाइक वर्क सो हार्ड? और जो भी आपने गेन किया उससे ऐसा नहीं कि आपको लाइफ में कोई स्किल मिल गई। इट वॉज अ वेरी स्पेशलाइज स्किल विच यू हैव जस्ट यू नो sidelined, and it like died its own natural death. जो आपने जेई की प्रिपरेशन की, जो आपने 4 साल बीटेक की डिग्री ली, उसका 1% अपनी लाइफ में, अपने करियर में आप यूज नहीं करने जा रहे हो। व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ दैट डिग्री और दैट काइंड ऑफ अ प्रिपरेशन? तो ऐसे सभी लोग जो अभी भी बैठे हुए हैं कि मेरा 12th हो जाएगा तो मैं अपनी प्रिपरेशन करना स्टार्ट करूंगा, वो एप्टीट्यूड को अपने से भी कम से कम तैयार करना शुरू कर दें, राइट? Now, the real question to ask yourself will be four. The first one is what challenges you. Second one is what you learn fast. Despite of all the subject that you are studying, there could be a thing that you learn faster than the subject that you are studying right now. So you need to understand that. Then, where are you creative? आपकी क्रिएटिविटी कहाँ पे आती है? कहाँ पे आपको जो हो रहा है, जो है, उससे अलग दिखता है, उससे अलग आप बड़े आराम से समझ सकते हो, वो आपको दिख जाता है, राइट? और वेयर देयर इज नो फियर, जहां आपको डर नहीं लगता, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। कई बार सब कुछ सारे हाँ 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 आपने बोल दिया, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं आप एप्रीहेंसिव रहते हो। देयर इज अ वेरी नेचुरल एप्रीहेंशन दैट ब्रीड्स इन योर माइंड, एंड व्हेन इट हैपेंस यूजुअली व्हेन you are on a path which is not custom designed for a person like you. So what is important is to know yourself. When you know thyself, what happens is you will understand that the symbiosis between you and the path you are going to walk on are in tandem or not, are together or not. So very important page. Now all of you, please be there, be consciously listening to this and listen to what I'm going to say. What kind of student you are? असेसमेंट तो हो गया तुम्हारा, खुद से आपको करना है, लेकिन आज जो आप हो इस वक्त, उनको इन 4 श्रेणियों में मैंने बांट दिया है। उसको ध्यान से सुनिए। अपने आप को आपको एक नंबर देना है इसमें से, 1 2 3 या 4, राइट? और इसमें से कोई अच्छा या कोई खराब नहीं है। 1 अच्छा और 4 खराब ये मत सोचिएगा। चारों यूनिक हैं, क्योंकि आपसे क्या मैच करता है ये आपको बनाएगा, राइट? फर्स्ट वन इज द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर गुड इन एकेडमिक्स. who are profoundly good in academics, they have a defined clarity in subject, right? So good in academics means what? You have a clarity in what you are. आप एक बार पढ़ते हो आपको समझ में आ जाता है, थोड़ा सा हेल्प ले लेते हो आपको समझ में आ जाता है, राइट? आपको 10 बार उसको नहीं पढ़ना पड़ता है. कुछ लोग दिन भर में 10 घंटे पढ़ते हैं, उनको मिलता वही आधे घंटे वाला है. जो एक बंदा आधे घंटे पढ़ता है उसको क्लैरिटी के साथ समझ में आ जाता है, सब्लिमिटी के साथ. You aspire for a and you aspire for a subject based career, in fact. So definitely these people are the people who should be aspiring for a subject based career, whatever subject they are studying. Then comes the students who are good in academics but do not love the subject. अब हो सकता है आपने गलत चॉइस ले ली हो, या हो सकता है आपकी चॉइस तो ठीक है लेकिन जो होलिस्टिक सम आपको दिया गया है, मान लो फिजिक्स या केमिस्ट्री या बायोलॉजी और या अकाउंट्स या जो भी आप पढ़ रहे हो अभी फिलहाल, राइट? वो चीज नहीं, उसका कोई हो सकता है एक ऑल्टरनेट वर्जन हो, उसका कोई पैरेलल इनपुट हो जो आपको ज्यादा पसंद आएगा. तो यू आर गुड इन एकेडमिक्स बट यू डू नॉट लव द सब्जेक्ट. सो बीइंग गुड इन सब्जेक्ट डजंट मीन्स आई लव इट. I can get a 98%, but I may not be, liking it. Something like that. You need to change your career. Take it in writing, you need to change your career. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट हैं जिनका वॉल्यूम ऑफ लर्निंग बहुत ज्यादा है, कैपेसिटी ऑफ लर्निंग बहुत ज्यादा है, तो वो 98% तो पा जाएंगे, लेकिन वो उसी सब्जेक्ट को अगर उनको हम बोल दें ग्रेजुएशन करने के लिए, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करने के लिए, तो शायद उनके मन में, क्योंकि वो इंटरेस्ट वाला पार्ट नहीं है. ऐसा मैक्सिमम साइंस के स्टूडेंट्स के साथ होता है, मैक्सिमम मैं बता रहा हूँ. द डे दे रियलाइज कि नहीं यार मैंने साइंस तो ले लिया था, बट ठीक भी हूँ साइंस में, बट इट इज नॉट समथिंग दैट आई एम नॉट अ साइंटिफिक पर्सन. हो सकता है आपका कभी असेसमेंट ना हुआ हो, तो वो एक अलग चीज रहेगी, बट अगर नहीं भी हुआ है तो आप अपने आप को यहां से समझ सकते हैं, राइट? Then the students who are not good in academics but they love the subject. Now somebody is getting 65%, but they have a passion towards that subject, right? You could be due to, this thing could be due to learning ecosystem, which is not good, which is not conducive to a person like you, or the approach you are taking towards education, but you love a subject, right? Definitely you can also get into that. मैं इन सब चीजों के लिए आपको बताऊंगा कि individually आप क्या करें, right? And then the students who are not good in academics and do not love the subject. तो कुछ लोग हैं, इसका मतलब क्या मैं उनको स्टेरियोटाइप कर रहा हूँ? अगर आप वर्ल्ड के सबसे बड़े थॉट लीडर्स को देखिए, ग्रेटेस्ट साइंटिस्ट को देखिए, मोस्ट ऑफ देम वर नॉट गुड स्टूडेंट्स. तो ये यहाँ भी हो सकता है कि आप भी हो, राइट? लेकिन अगर आप दोनों में अच्छे नहीं, इसका मतलब सब्जेक्ट में भी आप अच्छे नहीं है जो पढ़ रहे हैं, और यू डोंट लव द सब्जेक्ट, देन डेफिनेटली यू आर नॉट a person with academic potency. You need to change career and you need to go for a practical side of career rather than the theoretical side of career, right? So these are the 4 things. Let me start one by one. It is going to be somewhat interesting so let us start with the commerce stream people, right? But I would urge that everybody listens to this, right? You may be a great resource for somebody around you, in your home or around you, right? Your friends maybe. So you have passion for the subject. That means you are category 1 and category 2. So if you are a theoretical genius, which is category 1 and 2, you should go for you can go for a BCom honors leading to MCom and then leading to a PhD, which should be converted into a research or teaching, right? Or you can go for a BA economics or MA, followed by MA economics, followed by a PhD, and again go into research and teaching. Trust me, if you become a professor, if you become a researcher in these kind of things by simply following the pursuit of passion of the subject, then earning in millions is definitely not a bad dream for you. In fact, like, it is possible, but you should love the subject and you should be good in that. Then if you can balance theory and practice both, then you should be like going for BCom pass and not BCom honors, right? You can also go for a correspondence, right? You see that, which is category, so the top and the tip of the pyramid. In fact, I said because category 1 and 4 dono ke liye, you can go for CA, right? CA will require CA or medicinal science. Being a doctor and being a CA is akin to each other. You'll need a lot of patience. The start of your career is going to be delayed some 10 years down the line maybe. तो 10 साल तक अगर आपके पास पेशेंस है, राइट, और रोज अगर आपके पास परसिवरेंस है 10-10 घंटे मेहनत करने का, तो फिर ये दोनों करियर ऑप्शंस आपके लिए हैं. अगर आपके पास एकेडमिक पेशेंस और एकेडमिक परसिवरेंस नहीं है, तो सीए और मेडिसिनल साइंस जैसे करियर मैं पैरेलल ड्रॉ कर रहा हूं, आपके लिए नहीं है, राइट? सो द फील्ड ऑफ बैंकिंग, फाइनेंशियल सर्विस, राइट, ये सब, टैक्सेशन, ऑडिट, ये सब आप कर सकते हैं, ठीक है ना? आईसीआई में आप अपने आप को इनरोल कर सकते हैं, या सीएस के लिए जा सकते हैं, विच इज रिफाइंड वर्जन ऑफ CS is basically not like CA. They are like lawyers actually who specialize in company law, and you can like register through ICSI, right? That is the kind of thing you can do. Now for humanities stream, अब देखो मैंने क्या इतना ही खाली करियर ऑप्शन आपके लिए नहीं, तो जो कॉमन करियर ऑप्शन है ह्यूमैनिटीज के लिए, कॉमर्स के लिए, साइंस विद मैथ्स और साइंस विद बायो के लिए, उसको मैंने लास्ट में रखा हुआ है. I'll be like commonly talking about those things all at one go so that everybody can listen to that. Right. Then the humanities stream. Now, career in humanities basically is a key towards going for administrative careers, whether it is civil services, which is public administration, or it is corporate governance and services, which is through a management degree. You can actually, you are the first and the best person to go for that. Trust me, you are the best person to crack either corporate administration or civil administration services, in fact, very easily. Why? Because the rest of the people will have to literally work 1.5 times, and you can, if work only in the lineage of what you are studying, you can actually crack that. But you should have a goal. Refer to the first page that I gave you, in fact, over there about self-assessment. Sorry, the previous one. Then you can go in journalism and mass communication. You can be a content writer also if your linguistic skills are good. You can go for defense services, whether you're a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter at all. And the government of India has also started taking fighter pilots. One of the girls, the first ever fighter pilot for some of the most important aircrafts will be like from Varanasi, Shivangi Singh, right? So you can draw inspiration from her. Then you can go for management, as I told you, civil services, and this is akin to each other from the public and private side. Then you can go in political science, and now this is a very, very interesting field. A lot of students of science actually are coming for these kind of. Suddenly, the kind of geopolitical interventions and the geopolitical disclarity that the world has been registering since last couple of years. देखो करियर कहाँ से निकलते हैं? करियर वहां निकलते हैं जहां से चैलेंजेस आते हैं. करियर वहां पे निकलता है जहां पे क्रूशियल क्वेश्चंस होते हैं which need to be answered. तो अभी हुआ क्या है कि अराउंड 200 कंट्रीज में जिस तरीके का जियोपॉलिटिकल उठापटक मची है, उसमें जो गवर्नमेंट की अपनी मशीनरीज हैं, गवर्नमेंट के अपने मैकेनिज्म्स, उनके जो ऑफिसर्स हैं किसी भी गवर्नमेंट के पूरे वर्ल्ड में, दैट इज नॉट इनफ टू टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल द upheaval, right, which the world is into right now. It's a very tormenting time. So the people who have studied political science and international relations, I would say since last 3 years there is a surge of getting recruited, and even Indians are getting recruited abroad. There are excellent places in the world to study, like London School of Economics and Political Science, and Sciences Po, Helsinki School of Economics and Political Science. So there are a lot of places you can, in India also, like you can do that from variety of places, right? You can go for design. It's a brilliant career option if you have creative mind. Certainly, like you can join that. You can go for law. If you are a person with analytical skills, you are a deep thinker, and you have a great capacity to learn, then definitely you can, and you have a voluminous capacity to learn, you can go for law-based career as well, or you can go for language-based careers also at the same time. And I believe that education and training is one of the best and most future-proof kind of career option. Nothing can replace it. No matter how many Baijus and how many these things will come, they also will be like needing the educators, and the payments are horrendous. Like it is amazingly on the negative side, of course, like minus into minus is plus, so horrendous word was used. So placement and payments are also like getting very good. If you are a university professor, you can earn in lakhs, and definitely it's a very secured and a beautiful position. So you can think about it if you're a subjective genius and you love it. Then coming to the bio students, in fact, well, you can become variety of doctors. You can go for being an MBBS or a BDS or homeopathic, Unani, Ayurvedic, any kind of doctor, depending on what kind of ranking you get in your examination and who accepts you as a college. So there are private colleges and there are government colleges. You can actually, if you're not wanting to spend a lot of money on private colleges, then you can take maybe one of the lower versions of being a doctor also, and still you can do well in your stream and steed. India needs a lot of doctors, but the problem is every bio student of class 11 thinks that he can become a doctor. Why? Because he has been planned, he has been told, he has been actually gifted with that zeal of that तुमने bio ले लिया, अभी तुम डॉक्टर नहीं बनोगे तो क्या करोगे, ये देखो तुम क्या क्या कर सकते हो. You can go in physiotherapy. सारे डॉक्टर बनेंगे तो ये कौन कराएगा भाई? India has a paucity of good physiotherapists, trust me. If you are a good physiotherapist, you can You can open a big hospital of physiotherapy. In fact, and you can earn millions of rupees, and people will be giving you duaएं. Why? Because like you're doing a good job. So this is, the compounder kind of people are earning in millions. But why? Because there is a lack of good physiotherapists or doctors, in fact, from this particular thing. So you can go for this at the same time. So pharmacy is one of the thing. Now, if you want to go for pharmacy or pharmaceutical sciences, which is for research, and pharmacology, which is again for research, so definitely you can. Pharmacy is the practical side of it, and pharmaceutical science and pharmacology is the theoretical side of it. So you can join that as well. You can go for paramedics. You can go for paramedics is a very, very great career option abroad. And in India, like nobody paid any heed to. Now only, like I just came to know during this pandemic only that there are a lot of companies, those who only own ambulances and the air ambulances, and they are worth millions of dollars in India. Now, who are these people? These people are all educated ones, because to have that kind of a license, you need that thing. So paramedic also is a great thing. In fact, you can have a great dream, and you can actually fill the gap where there's a huge gap in India of these kind of career options. Everybody, why? Because in the food chain, everyone wants to become a doctor somehow by paying donation or by cracking a competition. It doesn't matter, right? Then bioinformatics has gained momentum in the last 7-8 years. And why? Because I told you, information technology is going to be a part with every kind of subject. Bioinformatic and biomedical research, if you have done this kind of a thing, you are getting into a domain where there are 10 good jobs and there are only 3 4 good people. So there is a paucity, there is a dearth of good professionals in bioinformatics and biomedical sciences kind of degrees and professions. So you can definitely try to look into this. You can go for biotechnology. You can go for a BTech if you have taken bio and maths both with biotechnology. Otherwise, if you have just taken bio, then you go for BSc in biotechnology, leading to MSc, and you can also go for MS and PhD. Biotechnology is one stream, one area where it's a guarantee that if you're a good student and you are a pass out from a good college in India, your bachelor's, then definitely in all possibilities you should be getting a 100% scholarship to study abroad. If everything goes fine, your documentation is good. Trust me, 100% scholarship means crores of rupees showered on you. Why? Because they don't have these kind of professionals there, and Indians are the people who fill that spot very easily, very sweetly, right? Then you can also study environmental science. The kind of hoopla that this particular buzzword has created is no second to it. So definitely, like if you are a professional of this, then definitely there are a lot of private and government and international organizations which will be, including the United Nations, which will be thinking of hiring you without any bus. And of course, nursing is a great career option in North India. Somehow, we believe that nursing is only for Garib people and medical is only for good people. Oh, sorry, you are grossly mistaken again. So nursing is not only becoming a nurse. Nursing is like something that can lead you to greater heights of. Most of the hospitals have opened their nursing schools and all, and which is where the whole thing in north. So if you look at the south, right, it is a different thing altogether. The greatest of the nurses in the world are supplied from where? From Kerala. And not everybody can become a doctor, I understand, but if you have, agar aapke andar seva bhav hai, and if you are a person who is endorsing humanity ever since your childhood, definitely that is also an amazing thing. And there are different levels of nurses. It's not only that what you see here, in fact, कि वो झाड़ू पोछा करना और लोगों का बेड बदलना वगैरह वगैरह. There are a lot of things where operation में nurses का use होता है, काफी ज्यादा specialized nurses होती हैं बहुत सारे ऐसे कामों के लिए. You can get to know about this. And one area which is close to my heart is agriculture. Now, I'm telling you, you can write it and we can fight over it if I'm wrong later, 5 years down the line, 5-10 years down the line. The good agriculture professionals will be one of the highest earning people, in fact, in the industry. Why? Because सभी लोग खा रहे हैं, कोई पैदा नहीं कर रहा, और कोई ये नहीं बता रहा कि लाइक कितने लोग उसको पैदा कर रहे हैं, देखो उनकी कमी हो रही है. तो सॉइल फर्टिलिटी से लेकर के जितने भी उनके हॉर्टिकल्चर से लेकर के काफी सारी चीजें हैं जिसमें कि एग्रीकल्चर के काफी सारे ब्रांचेस जस्ट लाइक इंजीनियरिंग. बट पीपल थिंक ये किसानों के लिए, गरीबों के लिए. इंडिया में ना लेबलिंग चलती है, ईगो सेंट्रिक लेबलिंग चलती है, जो आपके समाज में स्थान से निर्धारित होती है. And we always like think that certain kind of career option like paramedics and physiotherapy and nursing and agriculture is only for garib people or for state board students or something like that, you are grossly mistaken, my dear people. Agriculture is an amazing, but you should be loving it. You should love nature. You should be loving that kind of a thing which agriculture has in it. Otherwise, it will be a wrong career match, and then definitely it'll be a bigger problem. So definitely, that is what you can go for agribusiness management also. You know what? IIM Ahmedabad, the #1 institution in India for management, has a specialized course for agribusiness management. You must not be even aware of it. जिसमें कौन आते हैं? जिन्होंने जिन्होंने बैचलर डिग्री प्रोग्राम किया एग्रीकल्चर में, जिन्होंने बीएससी एजी किया है, तो ये लोग आते हैं जो एग्रीकल्चर के स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, सिर्फ वही उसमें अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. स्पेशलाइज्ड प्रोग्राम है. इनमें रिक्रूट कौन करता है? वर्ल्ड की ग्रेटेस्ट कंपनीज जो सॉइल में या फर्टिलाइजर्स में या आईटीसी टाइप की या अमेजन या रिलायंस का जो फ्रेश है, ये लोग उनको 20-20, 30-30 लाख के पैकेज पे ले जाते हैं इनिशियल जॉब्स में. एंड देयर इज अ skyrocket boost in career as far as geometric progression level of career progression when salaries come into play, because they are very specialized people. Then general degrees for all the science student with biology can go for animal husbandry. ये मैंने वो चूज किया है, ध्यान रहे, इसमें बहुत सारे, लगभग आपके पास इसके अलावा 18 और ऑप्शंस हैं, बट ये वो हैं ऑप्शंस जिसमें आप कभी भी कोई किसी ने भी अगर कोई भी डिग्री गलती से भी चूज कर ली, उसको अच्छे से पढ़ाई अगर कर ली अच्छी जगह से, तो वो कभी भी जॉबलेस नहीं रहेगा. द करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज आर गोइंग टू बी इन क्वांटम. सो एनिमल हस्बेंड्री हुआ, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, जस्ट इमेजिन कोरोना टाइम्स में किस तरह के लोगों की जरूरत अभी पड़ रही है. वायरोलॉजिस्ट, माइक्रोबायोलॉजिस्ट, मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजिस्ट, राइट. देन एनवायरमेंटल साइंस, देन फिशरीज में काफी ज्यादा अच्छे करियर ऑप्शंस हैं. देन मेडिकल लैब टेक्नोलॉजी इज अमेजिंगली पेइंग करियर ऑप्शन. ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपिस्ट आप बन सकते हो, ऑडियोलॉजी में आप जा सकते हो, मरीन बायोलॉजी में जा सकते हो, विच इज gaining momentum in India since last at least 9 years in fact now. Then speech and language pathology में जा सकते हो, radiography, rehabilitation therapy, genetics, food science and nutrition, dietetics, और बाकी तो सारे सब्जेक्ट्स आपके ही हैं. अगर आप सब्जेक्ट में अच्छे हो तो फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बॉटनी, जूलॉजी, बायोकेमिस्ट्री, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी, होम साइंस, किसी में करो, उसमें आप टीचिंग के लेवल पे जा सकते हो अगर आप उसका मास्टर्स और पीएचडी की करते हो तो, राइट. Then coming back to finally the science with maths people, I hope everybody is listening because everything is important for everybody. And towards the end, I'll be talking about the common career options, right? So after PCM, if I say this, ये तो मुझे अच्छे से पता है, ये क्यों बता रहे हो आप मुझे? हाँ, पता है इसलिए बता रहा हूँ भाई कि there are 48 branches of engineering. You need to understand that only one is computer science. तो अगर आप ये सोच रहे हो कि मुझे इंजीनियरिंग करनी है, कंप्यूटर साइंस से करनी है, तो एक बार फिर से सोच लो, क्योंकि किसी भी आईआईटी में लगभग 94% सीटें, 92 to 94% सीट्स वो कंप्यूटर साइंस की नहीं होती हैं. वो मेटलर्जी की होती हैं, माइनिंग की होती हैं, सिरामिक की होती हैं, बायोमेडिकल की होती हैं, सिविल की होती हैं, केमिकल की होती हैं, इलेक्ट्रिकल की होती हैं, मैकेनिकल की होती हैं, इन सभी की होती हैं. और प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि मैक्सिमम लोगों को जो उनकी रैंकिंग के हिसाब से सब्जेक्ट मिलता है, चलो कोई बात नहीं, आईआईटी तो मिल गया, उनके पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं अरे आईआईटी में हुआ है, तुम पागल हो क्या, बोल रहे हो तुम्हें मैकेनिकल मिला है, आर यू मैड? सोसाइटी भी आपको मैड साबित कर देती है कि भाई तुम बोल रहे हो कि आईआईटी में हुआ लेकिन मजा नहीं आ रहा, राइट. एनआईटी त्रिची में तुम्हारा हो गया लेकिन तुम्हें मजा नहीं आ रहा. सो डेफिनेटली बॉयज, यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, यू नो दैट इंजीनियरिंग करनी है और कंप्यूटर साइंस अगर आपको करनी है तो ध्यान रखना कि अगर आप जेई निकाल रहे हो बहुत अच्छी रैंक के साथ, तब तो फिर आपके लिए इंजीनियरिंग है. अदरवाइज डेफिनेटली विल बी a loser, big time loser, I would say, because you'll be wasting your 2 years in preparation. You would have already done that, some of you, and you'll be definitely wasting your next 4 years, and you will definitely remembering a person like me that he said this, right? All right, then architecture. Why don't you go for this? अगर आपको इंजीनियरिंग के इर्द गिर्द रहना है, one of the highest paying down the line 10 years from now, अगर कोई बीटेक करके इंजीनियर बनता है, कंप्यूटर साइंस भी अगर वो करता है, अगर ऑन एन एवरेज ले लो और एक अच्छा आर्किटेक्ट निकल जाता है, एक आर्किटेक्ट उससे 3 गुना ज्यादा कमाता है भाई. आर यू अवेयर ऑफ दिस? किसी चीज में तुमको अच्छा होना पड़ेगा, बट अगर एक अच्छे इंजीनियर हो और एक अच्छे आर्किटेक्ट हो, एक आर्किटेक्ट विल ईट यू फॉर अ ब्रेकफास्ट एज फार एज हिज अर्निंग इज कंसर्न. देयर इज नो लिमिट टू हिज अर्निंग भाई, यू नो. एंड इंडिया जैसी कंट्री में जहां पे डेवलपमेंट इज डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू बूम अगेन. कोरोना क्राइसिस ने हमें खाली पॉज बटन हमारा दबाया है, हमारा रिवर्स बटन नहीं दबा दिया है, राइट. और ये जिस दिन ये सब खत्म होगा, इट इज नॉट एन इकोनॉमिक सिनारियो, इट इज अ बायोलॉजिकल सिनारियो, हेल्थ सिनारियो. तो हम लोग 2-3 साल में शायद दुगने तेजी से बढ़ेंगे, बिकॉज इंडिया इज सेट टू, इंडिया इज ऑल डिस्टाइंड टू ग्रो. उसमें आर्किटेक्ट्स का बहुत बड़ा रोल होगा. यू कैन थिंक अबाउट इट. यू कैन गो फॉर मर्चेंट नेवी if you like sailing and if you want to earn a lot of money and travel to a lot of places, but at the same time you also have to be in the sea or seafaring for around 2 months, 3 months, and it doesn't matter to you, then definitely you can take that as a career option. You can become a commercial pilot. एक खाली इसमें standard precaution कि commercial pilot बनने के लिए बहुत सारा पैसा लगता है, लोगों को पता नहीं होता, और वो जब जानते हैं, जब उसके लिए बनना है करके जब पूरी तैयारी कर लेते हैं, then they come to know कि इतना पैसा उनको लगेगा. एक अच्छी जगह से आपको पायलट बनने के लिए इंडिया में भी कम से कम 1 से 1.5 करोड़ रुपए चाहिए, राइट? क्योंकि जो फ्लाइंग टाइम है उसका आपको पेमेंट करना पड़ता है. तो अगर आपने बोला है कि साहब 400-500 आवर्स ऑफ फ्लाइंग टाइम आपको चाहिए, तो 18,000, 20,000, 25,000 पर आवर के हिसाब से आपको देना पड़ेगा. इफ यू वांट टू have the flying time for Airbus, so before you earn lakhs of rupees per month, you'll have to invest crores of rupees in fact right now. So you need to understand that, right? And there are physical requirement also which a lot of students do not understand, and then they are at fault. Then physics and mathematics, two genius subjects. These are two amazing subjects. क्यों नहीं स्टूडेंट समझते कि वो सिंपल फिजिक्स पढ़ के भी अगर आज की डेट में कोई बायो फिजिक्स में या सॉलिड स्टेट फिजिक्स में या न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स में या फिर थ्योरेटिकल फिजिक्स में पढ़ लेता है, तो भाई तुम्हारे लिए अर्निंग की तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. बिकॉज लाइक देयर आर पोजीशंस दैट विल लाइक हायर यू नॉट इन इंडिया बट अब्रॉड एंड इंस्टेंटली, and you'll be doing fantastic wonders. Even the corporates are hiring these people in fact who are from the background of physics and maths. तो किसने आपको बोल दिया कि आप फिजिक्स मैथ्स अगर आपका था सब्जेक्ट 12th में, तो आप सिर्फ इंजीनियरिंग ही आपके लिए था, राइट? And this also leads to some of the most highest paying career options of today, which are data science, data analytics, and core subject based jobs also are given to you. So that is one thing. Now, general degrees for PCM would be like, you can go for computer applications and information technology. Geology is one of the highest paying career option. BHU में अगर तुम ये बोलो कि highest paying institutions कौन से हैं या किस faculty से सबसे अच्छा recruitment हुआ, तो आपको IIT ही BHU खाली नहीं दिखेगा, आपको जियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट भी दिखेगा. अगर आपको ये पता करना हो तो आप जाइए, कभी पूछिए कि आपके यहाँ से कैसे पैकेजेस लगते हैं. Reliance would come and give 28 lakh rupees का पैकेज टू जियोलॉजी के मास्टर्स के स्टूडेंट्स को. Would you believe it? Can you digest that? And this is not an IIT. This is simple MSc जियोलॉजी. जियोलॉजी, zoology नहीं है. ये जियोग्राफी भी नहीं है. जियो का मतलब अर्थ, लॉजिक मतलब साइंटिफिक स्टडी ऑफ. साइंटिफिक स्टडी ऑफ अर्थ, दैट मींस साइंस वहीं आती है जहां डेप्थ में जाते हो. इसका मतलब जियोग्राफी क्या हुआ? ग्राफ मतलब सुपरफिशियल स्टडी. जियो इज अर्थ, अर्थ की सुपरफिशियल स्टडी इज डिफरेंट. जियोलॉजी इज लाइक व्हेन यू स्टडी व्हाट इज इनसाइड द अर्थ. So you are a professional for that. These are Latin words brought together, Latin roots brought together. So cartography, amazing career option. Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad has a great curriculum, an amazing course which you can definitely check it out just in case you like it. Then you have disaster management. Now, like National Institute of Disaster Management से जो पढ़ के लोग निकल रहे हैं, उनको सबसे पहले गवर्नमेंट हायर कर रही है. क्योंकि जब एनडीआरएफ बनाई गई थी, नेशनल डिजास्टर रिलीफ मैनेजमेंट, जो इंडिया ने, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने स्टार्ट किया था आफ्टर दिस सुनामी, राइट, और अर्थक्वेक्स वगैरह जो आए थे, तो उसमें लोगों को एडहॉक उनको लोगों को लिया जा रहा है बाहरी डिपार्टमेंट से, पुलिस से, आर्मी से, राइट, उन लोगों को लिया जा रहा है, बट उनके लिए अपने प्रोफेशनल्स नहीं है. तो वो एनआईडीएम टाइप का इंस्टीट्यूशन जो उन्होंने सेट किया, ये गारंटीड प्लेसमेंट्स हैं ऑफिसर लेवल पे अगर आप वहां क्वालिफाई किए तो. Tata Institute of Social Sciences also, which is a very reputed institution in 3-4 places in India, that also conducts one curriculum with this, right? You can find it out. Then astronomy, कुछ लोग बोलते हैं पढ़ने के लिए. Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Bangalore is a very good place to study, in fact. And what an amazing place is TIFR, which is Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. Tatas have done a lot towards coming up with a lot of great colleges. TIFR तो एक launch pad है इंस्टेंटली कि तुम मास्टर्स वहां से करके और पीएचडी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट जाके बाहर से करो. तो अगर आपका सब्जेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट है इस तरह के सब्जेक्ट्स में, तो टीआईएफआर जैसे जो मतलब आप अगर नहीं चाहोगे तभी आप बाहर नहीं जाओगे और 100% स्कॉलरशिप के साथ नहीं जाओगे. अदरवाइज लाइक नोबडी कैन स्टॉप यू, बिकॉज टीआईएफआर is one of the crown jewel of India in terms of that kind of institution. So you can find it out. Then you have great career options in animation and graphic design from the IITs. The IITs of today. तुम यार IIT से क्यों खाली बीटेक करने की बात कर रहे हो, बताओ. आप फिर से देखो, करियर प्रोग्रेशन कि मैं सभी आईआईटी से जितने तरह के बीटेक निकल रहे हैं, जितने स्ट्रीम से, सभी का एक तुम डेटाबेस बना लो, चाहे वो आईआईटी बॉम्बे का हो, खड़गपुर का हो, या मद्रास का हो, या फिर दिल्ली का हो, या कानपुर रुड़की का हो, राइट? मत आप बनाओ लोअर आईटीज का, आप टॉप आईटीज का बनाओ। फिर आप देखोगे उनकी एवरेज पैकेजेस 5 साल 6 साल बाद क्या थी यहाँ से पास आउट लोगों की, और आप देखोगे जिन्होंने एनिमेशन और ग्राफिक डिजाइन में किया वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं। तो like I say that you do these kind of jobs, or take these kind of careers if you are going to be always passionate with what you're doing, and if you want to earn a lot of money within a very short span of time. So you write UCD यार, why are you writing JE? अगर आप थोड़ा भी आर्टिस्टिक माइंड के हो, क्रिएटिव दिमाग आपका है, तो राइट यूसीड, अंडरग्रेजुएट कॉमन एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ डिजाइन, विच इज ऑफ आईआईटी। तो इसमें आईआईटी बॉम्बे और आईआईटी गुवाहाटी के बहुत अच्छे करिकुलम्स हैं अंडरग्रेजुएट के, एंड इट्स अमेजिंग, राइट? जबलपुर इज आल्सो वेरी गुड। नाउ एनआईडी is again a crown jewel of India. You understand that, right? Then Institute of Digital Arts and Animation, Kolkata is very good. Or private में Whistling Woods International is very, very good. Now, these people like work for the Bollywoods or Hollywoods, or as a freelancer, in fact, earning millions of dollars also in a year, in fact, I would say, because of their skill and because of the education that they get. ये वो institutions हैं जो world class है। मतलब आप ये सब के लिए आपको अमेरिका जाके पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, कनाडा जाके पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, बाहर नहीं जाना, यहीं से पढ़ो। लेकिन ये वो जगह है जहां से आपको श्योर शॉट वही मिलेगा। They have faculty exchange programs from abroad also. So a lot of European, British and American faculties professors will be coming here in exchange of professors from here to abroad, right? Then for all category students, I say that, you know what, 12th के बाद अगर कोई मुझसे पूछे कि which is one program which is the rockstar program, number one program after class 12th for every stream, right? Then it is integrated program in management from IIM in Indore and Rohtak. You can actually write this competition, and you know what, मैं इसलिए भी बोलता हूँ IPM बहुत ही important है, because इस साल इनफैक्ट एक और चीज की, ऑल इंडिया 16th रैंक बनारस की लड़की है। शी वाज माय स्टूडेंट, आई वाज मेंटरिंग हर पर्सनली, एंड शी गॉट थ्रू। शी वाज फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट स्कूल, नॉट फ्रॉम डीपीएस, बट she made it, and I can guarantee that the moment she passes out, in fact, like after 5 years of integrated program, integrated means bachelor plus masters, तो 2 साल का मास्टर डिग्री एक इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट से आपका पूरा व्यक्तित्व बदल के रख देता है। इट मेक्स यू वर्ल्ड क्लास प्रोफेशनल। What will happen if you are spending 5 years in that institution? You can only think about that. एक तो वो, दूसरा आईपीएम इसलिए भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट उन सभी लोगों के लिए जिनके पास कोई और कंपटीशन नहीं है, या फिर जिन्होंने नीट और इसके जेई को समझ लिया कि मेरे लिए कंपटीशन नहीं है। तो आपके पास अगर पता नहीं कौन सा कंपटीशन दे, नहीं पता नहीं, राइट? तो 12th के बाद 1 महीने के लिए खाली अपने आप को मत लर्च पे डालोगी। आफ्टर 1 month of my boards, in fact, I'll be preparing for something and getting into. You'll never be getting into. 99% guaranteed. Why? Because it's a competition. So there are people who are competent who are preparing for competition पहले से, right? So जिसके पास कोई competition नहीं, उसको आंख बंद करके IPM का preparation start कर देना चाहिए, आंख बंद करके। And I'm making a claim on that, right? Why? Because IPM is an aptitude test, which I can say the mother of all aptitude tests. चाहे आपको कोई भी entrance examination देना हो, और in the coming times the combined entrance examination for all the universities of India will be nothing but the pattern of IPM, right? That is what will happen to you. Then there are top colleges through competition of BBA, which is Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies. It is very, very good college. Directly the top 5 consulting companies of the world, they also come to recruit from these places, even from Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies. Companies like KPMG and PricewaterhouseCoopers, every Ernst & Young, they will like hire the analyst from these kind of places. You can go and check it out every year at a great salary. And these guys work with the top companies of the world for 2 years after passing out from here. And then they go for their masters. And then definitely like it is such a surge in their life and career that only the top companies will hire you. तो अगर मैंने McKinsey के साथ मान लो काम किया है as a undergraduate analyst, तो MBA के बाद McKinsey will be the first person to hire me. Why? Because अगर मेरा सर्विस रिकॉर्ड वहां का अच्छा था तो, और नहीं था तो वो हमें लेते ही नहीं पहले, right? So that is an amazing thing that can happen to you. And it's not only that IIT and medicinal sciences people in fact like get great careers ahead. You don't know about it actually, right? Then hotel management is a good career option, but it is not good if you are a touristic sentiment person की ग्लैमर है उसमें। देखो तुम्हारे लिए ग्लैमर नहीं है, समझ जाना इसको। IHM के थ्रू अगर आप होटल मैनेजमेंट करते हो, IHMs आर वेरी गुड इन इंडिया, राइट? लेकिन हॉस्पिटैलिटी एंड ट्रैवल मैनेजमेंट भी है, इट्स अ वेरी वेरी इवॉल्विंग फील्ड, अभी थोड़ा डाउन, थोड़ा क्या पूरा ही डाउन पड़ा हुआ है, बट इंस्टेंटली ये सर्च करेगा जैसे ही सब कुछ खुलेगा वापस से। तो इट हैज अ ग्रेट ग्रेट करियर अहेड, दिस इज वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट करियर ऑप्शन इन द वर्ल्ड, पहले से लोग घूमते आए हैं और उनको लोग घुमाते रहे हैं, तो यू कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट, बट इट इज नॉट fun for you unless you become someone like a travel professional who is like taking tours or groups abroad or some other places, right? So you have to think about this. Then he can do a bachelor degree in entrepreneurship also, somebody who's planning to go ahead with the entrepreneurship or his own startups. Then he can take law as a career option. लॉ में ध्यान रखना कि अगर आपका सब्जेक्टिव असेसमेंट बहुत अच्छा है, डेप्थ अच्छी है लर्निंग की, तभी आप लॉ को लेना, अदरवाइज लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु नेवर क्वालिफाई एंड दोज हु क्वालिफाई दे नेवर लव इट, राइट? सो इसके बाद आप लॉयर बन सकते हो, जज आप वैसे ही बन सकते हो LLB करके। तो पहले मैं ये कहूंगा कि पहले आप ग्रेजुएशन कर लो, उसके बाद करो। लेकिन अगर आप क्लैट दे रहे हो, बहुत सारे बच्चे बदल देते हैं, वो क्लैट की तैयारी करते हैं और 80% स्टूडेंट हट जाते हैं उससे। या आप अपने सीनियर से पूछ के देखो, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। इसीलिए मैंने उसको ज्यादा प्रमोट करना बंद कर दिया फिलहाल, बट आई एम डेफिनेटली ऑन टू IPM एंड सर्टेनली लाइक इट्स एन अमेजिंग थिंग। स्टैटिस्टिक्स के लिए आप जा सकते हो, लेकिन आपका मैथ्स होना चाहिए, कॉमर्स या ह्यूमैनिटीज जो भी आपने लिया उसके साथ अगर मैथ्स है, यू कैन राइट स्टैटिस्टिक्स का कंपटीशन। ISI इज अ वेरी गुड प्लेस टू स्टडी इन इंडिया, इट्स अ वर्ल्ड क्लास, अगेन क्राउन ज्वेल इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, which is Indian Statistical Institute in Kolkata, right? And then you can do BCA, इसमें भी आपको मैथ्स रिक्वायर्ड होता है, सिंपल कंप्यूटर साइंस अगर आपको पढ़नी हो विदाउट डूइंग BTech, तो यू कैन डू BCA। फैशन में फैशन टेक्नोलॉजी है, फैशन डिजाइन है, फाइन आर्ट्स है। इफ यू आर क्रिएटिव देन डेफिनेटली यू कैन राइट द कंपटीशन ऑफ निफ्ट एंड निट। निफ्ट और निट की कॉम्पिटिशन्स बहुत जल्दी होते हैं भाई, 3-4 कंपटीशन वालों ध्यान से सुनो, यूसीड का कंपटीशन हुआ, निफ्ट का हुआ, निट का हुआ, फिर एक HSE है, जो IIT मद्रास का कंपटीशन, इन सब के फॉर्म्स बस निकलने ही वाले अभी होंगे या निकल रहे होंगे, उनको आप ध्यान देना। ये सब दिसंबर एंड जनवरी फर्स्ट वीक तक कंपटीशन आपके हो जाएंगे अगले साल के लिए, राइट? जब आप पास आउट करोगे। देन मल्टीमीडिया एंड एनिमेशन एनीवन कैन डू, राइट? इट इज BSc और even BBA, but then like mostly the private institutions are doing it. Then you can also go for journalism and mass communication. And NRAI Delhi is a very very good place, इसको आप सर्च करिएगा to study these kind of subjects in Delhi, in India. Then or mostly BA degrees, any kind of BA degrees like you can do, anyone can do that in fact, right? And also there are various diploma courses, I won't definitely function on that. Now look at that, the future belongs to technology, but what technology should be known to you, so that the concept of technology should be clear as far as the careers are concerned. So it will be like all revolving across this, but the only problem is कि इन चीजों की पढ़ाई इंडिया में अंडर ग्रेजुएट लेवल पे अच्छी नहीं है या बिल्कुल ही नहीं है। कुछ प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशंस में है, IITs तक अभी भी इवॉल्व कर रहे हैं, वो कंप्यूटर साइंस पढ़ा रहे हैं, बट वो सीधे सीधे आपको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में BTech नहीं करा रहे, मशीन लर्निंग में BTech नहीं करा रहे, रोबोटिक्स में BTech नहीं करा रहे। और ये प्रॉब्लम है कि एक स्टूडेंट, अभी 2 साल पहले आप ही का एक DPS वाराणसी, देयर वाज अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ माइन whom I mentored and proctored. He got into the 48th best college of the world in US with a 80% scholarship. तो आप ये ध्यान दो कि स्कॉलरशिप की अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी, मैं थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में आपको बताऊंगा। Then virtual VR is there, AR is there, big data, cybernetics and blockchain. These are all technology which is definitely going to create a lot of wonders in future and highest paying. Then most paying jobs in future are going to be 5 to 10 years down the line in the field of cloud architects, right? You need to find, this is a term I'm giving you, you can just find it out what exactly it is all about. Then data science, anyone can do it, actually anyone can do it. If you have maths, it really helps well, you can actually get into that. But yes, what kind of a career option is that? You can definitely, I'll be putting a lot of videos as I told you. Again, I'm reassuring that you subscribe to the channel that I have in my name, and I'll be putting in next 6 months a lot of videos, absolute videos of 6 to 8 to 10 minutes on all of these things individually, how to do it, what competitions and which are the top institutions to study, so that you don't have to waste your months and hours and days in fact in finding the information, right? Then you can become a business intelligence analyst. This is already started to happen actually, and they are very very highly paid. Then DevOps engineer is, अगर आप देखो कि आज की डेट में डेवलपमेंट एंड ऑपरेशंस इज वन प्लेस जहां पे कमी है लोगों की, ये स्टार्ट हो चुका है 3-4 साल से, और इस समय आपको बहुत सारे लिंक्डइन पे मिलेंगे कि लाइक वी आर सर्चिंग फॉर दिस, सर्चिंग फॉर दिस। काफी सारे जो प्लेसमेंट बोर्ड्स होते हैं उसमें भी आपको लीडर बोर्ड्स में दिखेगा, राइट? बिकॉज बिकॉज वेरी फ्यू पीपल आर स्किल्ड इनफ टू टेक दिस काइंड ऑफ जॉब्स. Then you can become a database developer of future, in especially in SQL and ETL process development. You will come to know when you study computer science that this is the future of technology. Unfortunately, this is not taught well in India, so the students have to do their own courses privately. Then the IoT specialist, the Internet of Things is going to create wonders. अब देखो गूगल होम प्रोजेक्ट को या एलेक्सा को, ऐसी ऐसी, और अब तो हर चीज स्मार्ट होती जा रही है. तो यही चीज इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स है. मतलब मेरे मोबाइल फोन पे आज की डेट में मैं चाहूं तो अपना पूरा का पूरा घर और कल को अपनी गाड़ी में स्टार्ट करके और बिना ड्राइवर के पहुंचा सकता हूं, किसी को वापस ला सकता हूं, एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी लाइक कंप्यूटर कंट्रोल्ड. दिस इज व्हाट इज इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स. दैट मींस कनेक्टिंग यू, which is the artificial intelligently connecting you with everything that belongs to you, sitting at one place through a device. That's it. That is what is going to be. आप उसके स्पेशलिस्ट, इस ये फ्यूचर है, ये फ्यूचर है दुनिया का, राइट? और साइबर सिक्योरिटी, जब भी इस तरह की चीजें होंगी तो थ्रेट्स बहुत ज्यादा होंगी. तो अभी आपको जैसे अभी एक सिक्योरिटी पर्सनल चाहिए होता है, आपको साइबर सिक्योरिटी प्रोफेशनल चाहिए होंगे, वो आर गोइंग टू बी पेड कि तुम मांगो, तुम क्या मांगते हो टाइप्स में, बिकॉज तुम हमारा भैया बचा लो डेटा, या बचा लो मुझे या मेरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को. लेकिन तो इसमें जॉब्स नहीं आएंगी, यहाँ पे ठेका आएगा. कि जैसे मैं एक छोटी सी कंपनी मैंने बना ली, और अगर मैं इसका प्रोफेशनल हूं, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि आप क्या क्या कर सकते हो, तो आप कुछ मत करो. आप इंडिया में कहीं भी, किसी भी गांव में, किसी खेड़े में, किसी शहर में, डजंट मैटर कि आप बैंगलोर में, बॉम्बे में हो, यू कैन जस्ट हायर 5-10 पीपल एंड देन टेक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट कंपनीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड और हॉस्पिटल चेन्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड और एनी काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, कि भाई मैं आपका साल भर का साइबर सिक्योरिटी देखूंगा आपके पूरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, एंड आई विल बी लाइक चार्जिंग सम से $50,000 या $1 million. तो अगर आपने $50,000 आपने चार्ज किया, तो ऐसा आप 10 कंपनियों के साथ करोगे. जस्ट इमेजिन what is the length and width of monetary function that you are getting into, right? Then about abroad studies, very important. A lot of students have asked this question to me previously also. So you should only try to go to English speaking countries. There are a lot of people who will say कि नहीं नहीं, तुम फिनलैंड जा सकते हो, तुम हॉलैंड जा सकते हो, तुम जर्मनी जा सकते हो, but trust me, I have been to all these countries. The problem is that all these countries don't speak English, and the problem is that as an undergraduate student, you have a lot of impact of the ecosystem. You don't only learn from the institute, you don't only learn from the peer group and the faculties who can speak in English, but you also learn from the society, and the development of from the society is something which is very, very important. So unless your French is very good, you can go to France. Unless your German is very good, you can go to Germany. That is a problem, right? And even if the area of study, मतलब आप बोलोगे फिनलैंड में तो इंग्लिश में भी पढ़ाते हैं, बिल्कुल, लेकिन वहां पे फिर आपके लिए जॉब को हंट करना बहुत मुश्किल होगा, बिकॉज विद इन दोस 3 years 4 years you cannot become a native speaker. And one problem that is faced by the students जो वहां गए इन सब कंट्रीज में, कि उनको फिर लौट करके किसी बड़ी कंट्री का जो इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री है वहां पे जाना पड़ा. So I would say that you don't do that. Even if somebody is suggesting you, you can speak to me अलग से भी, मैं आपको अपना email ID दे दूंगा, but you don't have to do that. Then so that means like आपके पास क्या क्या रह गया? US है, कनाडा है, सिंगापुर है, यूके है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया है, न्यूजीलैंड है, दुबई है, राइट? ये सभी जगह इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग है और इन सभी जगह पढ़ाई भी अंग्रेजी में होती है. एप्लीकेशन डेडलाइन नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए 31 दिसंबर होगी, अगर आप स्कॉलरशिप डेडलाइन की बात कर रहे हो तो अगर अभी भी कोई स्टार्ट करना चाहता है, दे कैन एक्चुअली स्टार्ट इट आउट, और वो उन कंट्रीज में कर सकता है जहां पे एसएटी की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. इसका मतलब मैं सिंगापुर, यूके की बात कर रहा हूँ, कनाडा में भी आप कई जगह पे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, और उसके लिए अभी भी 3 months का आपका डेडलाइन है. आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना पड़ेगा, आपने खाली बस डॉक्यूमेंटेशन आपको प्रिपेयर कराने पड़ेंगे, और डॉक्यूमेंटेशन के बेस पे और आपके 9th 10th 11th 12th और आपके पोर्टफोलियो के बेस पे जो आपके पास सर्टिफिकेशंस हैं, you can actually apply still, in fact, if somebody is thinking about that, right? Well, the scholarship opportunities, as I told you, are there, but you can't be demanding. Scholarship is only given to the people. In fact, मैं ये कहता हूँ, unless you try, unless you apply, you will never know whether you'll get it or not. So अगर आप 12th में देखो तो आपको वो सभी चीजें करनी चाहिए जो आपको 12th पे करनी चाहिए थी. तो आपने एक कंपटीशन की तैयारी की, पैरेलल क्या है आपके पास, मान लो उसमें नहीं हुआ, भगवान करे हो जाए, बट अगर नहीं हुआ तो आप क्या करोगे? So you need to be like understanding that you parallelly apply to different places. जैसे जिस स्टूडेंट की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, मयंक गिरी, now he was an above average student only, but he parallelly applied to that place And thankfully he got his profile matched to that university, 100% profile match, and he got like उसका पूरा का पूरा जो बीटेक है वो भी वही बहुत ही कम पैसे में हो रहा है. Like it will be like putting a shame to SRM kind of university also in India. इंडिया में भी आपको प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी से पढ़ने के लिए कम से कम 30-35 लाख खर्च करने पड़ेंगे बीटेक पे, और आईआईटी से भी पढ़ने के लिए आपको 20 लाख रुपए खर्च करने पड़ेंगे. तो थोड़े से ज्यादा में तो आप इंग्लैंड और वहां से पढ़ सकते हो अगर आपको थोड़ा भी स्कॉलरशिप मिल गई तो. और मिलेगी कि नहीं मिलेगी, दैट इज ऑल डिपेंडिंग ऑन वेदर यू अप्लाइड फॉर इट. सो डेफिनेटली अप्लाई फॉर इट. द कॉस्ट ऑफ एजुकेशन could be from very low to very high depending on whether you are getting some kind of a fees waiver या आपको किसी तरह की स्कॉलरशिप मिल रही है कि नहीं मिल रही है. तो इसका असेसमेंट आपको कराना जरूरी है. If you want your assessments to be done individually, you can definitely ask me on this particular email ID, which is specially for this purpose only. And after that assessment, we can tell you whether you should be approaching or not even, right? That is one thing. Coming on to your questions after this very important session for you guys at this juncture, I understand. And I'll be there standing for you whenever you need me. So as a school only, not only DPS, but as a student you. And remember, I have said that follow the channel that I have said in my name. I'm not promoting it out for that purpose, but you need to do it because I'm going to bring a lot of things in perspective, and which will be very, very important. One-stop shop for people like you, free of cost, right? So that is one thing. My name, I hope you know. If you don't know, it's Anupam Raghuvanshi, and you can definitely like take that from there, and I can take your questions now. So, ma'am, if you're there, I can take the questions, or students can directly ask these questions using the chat window or the question answer window. All right. So I already have some questions. Sir, can you send this PPT as missed some screenshots? Well, you don't need to ask for that PPT. Never ask for the PPT from any kind of presenter anywhere in the world. Nobody will give you. But the best part is कि आपके Facebook page पे, आपके school के Facebook page पे दीपांकर वो मुझे नहीं पता आप स्टूडेंट हैं उनके पेरेंट हैं, आप जा करके ये हमेशा के लिए रिकॉर्डिंग रखी रहेगी. You can actually get on to get all these things in fact. So Mukti ma'am, if you have any question from your side, or any student has from his side or her side, they can ask. You guys can directly put your questions in Q&A also. You can directly put your questions on Q&A if you want it.
Questions that how someone
well, Mukti ma'am, I could barely I could listen to you. So if you can just well, I could see some of the okay. How about if someone is passionate about writing? Well, Arif, in fact, like it's amazing. Imtisal Arif Khan has asked this question. It's amazing. So if you have an academic interest, if you are good in language, and if you want to, then there is an institution called as EIFL, in English and Foreign Language EFL, Foreign Language University of University, which is in Hyderabad. पहले इसका नाम CIEFL था, वो लैंग्वेज की यूनिवर्सिटी है इंडिया में. उसको आप ज्वाइन करिए, बल्कि आप उसका कंपटीशन का पता करिए. We have like 3 centers right now in Shillong, in Lucknow and in Hyderabad. और यहाँ पे क्रिएटिव राइटिंग के बारे में काफी, तो जो आप अगर आपको लगता है you are passionate about writing, so why don't you study also that? Because when you have a formal degree in that kind of a thing, then definitely you'll be regarded not only as a writer but also as a professional with a lot of media houses and a lot of publications which are actually ready to pay you a lot of money. You can be a consultant to these kind of places or people, and they can again pay you a lot of money. And if you're passionate, nothing, I just told you, I used a statement, passion, you know what it can do? Passion is the greatest leveler. Even if you are the most ordinary person in your class, just because you are passionate about, Sachin Tendulkar was passionate about cricket, and he was not good in 99 other things, nor his body, nor his voice, nor his education, nothing else. He cannot do anything else. And just because he was prime passionate about cricket, it made him the god of, the legend of cricket, in fact, goat of, greatest of all times. So you can definitely go for that. Sir, path line to go in Air Force. Ananya, I will be wasting time. You just go to Google, right? And just type Indian Air Force entry schemes, and you'll be getting the Indian Air Force websites, all detailed and all accurate and current. जो भी information होगी लड़कियों के लिए या लड़कों के लिए क्या क्या entry schemes हैं officers की as a pilot, as an engineer, as a technician, ये सभी चीजों में आपको वहां पे और मेरा मेरा ये कहना रहता है कि अगर आपको पायलट भाई बनना भी है तो आप इंडियन एयरफोर्स के साथ बनिए, बिकॉज अगर आप प्राइवेटली बनेंगे तो डेफिनेटली यू आर गोइंग टू स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ मनी, और उसके बाद फिर आप कॉमर्शियल पायलट की लाइसेंसिंग 10 साल 15 साल सर्व करने के बाद ले सकते हैं। लॉट ऑफ इंडियन एयरफोर्स पायलट हु आफ्टर सर्विंग फॉर 15-20 years when they retire, in fact, because pilots का रिटायरमेंट वो एयरफोर्स से पहले कर देते हैं, आपको शायद पता नहीं हो ये होता है, and then they are like free to take up assignments with corporates, and these are some of the greatest pilots who are flying all your planes, definitely.
We have a next question, Khushi Dubey. Okay. Validity of IELTS exam. She's asking.
Yes. So International English Language Testing System is an examination which is the language proficiency exam for the world. If you have to go and study anywhere in the world, you'll be requiring 2 English language proficiency examinations. Either it is test of English as a foreign language, which is TOEFL, or IELTS. IELTS is more, popular examination, and you can write it out. The validity is for 2 years, and it is definitely required. If you have to go out out of India to study anywhere in the world, mostly you need an IELTS examination, except in some cases when your profile is very, very strong. In a country like Singapore or Dubai, you can be given a waiver. But mostly you have to write this examination to get a visa. Then, ma'am, the next question is from Karan.
Karan is saying that he is basically a bio student from DPS Varanasi, and I'm happy that he wants to know that he wants to get into coding or in VIT, even if he has taken bio.
No. So coding in India is directly proportional to engineering. That is the problem. That is the problem that I was saying. So you can definitely go abroad, in fact, and you can have a compendium of subjects. But in India, in fact, in the present scenario, however, the new education policy has said that you can take, you can study like liberal arts. So there is a place, but if you're a bio student, definitely that place is also not good for you. I was mentioning CIC in Delhi, the Cluster Innovation Center, but that also is a BTech program. All the BTech guys mark that CIC. It's an amazing meta college concept program. Again, a crown jewel of India. From the government of India. It's a great place to study. So you can get into that, but unfortunately you can learn coding all by yourself, and that is what you can do, Karan, nothing else.
There is a child, Aditya Patil. He says he's in grade 12 and he wishes to pursue his career as a cabin crew. What can be the opportunities after the corona pandemic is over?
For next at least 2 years, 3 years, it will be disturbed. Very good question asked. Thank God आपने तुरंत नहीं पूछ लिया कि मुझे ऐसा करना है, बट तो इसके लिए यूजुअली क्या होता है कि 12th पास करके भी आप जा सकते हो, बट मैं आपसे कहूंगा कि go for BBA and go for any kind of degree that you like, not only BBA, but when you study BBA, then definitely the BBA is only undergraduate curriculum in India, which also works on your personality and communication. So that will be good for you. That is why I mentioned BBA, and it's very easy also to do, right, from most of the places. Get a good BBA from a quality college, and when you're in final year, then you apply for a cabin crew training, in fact, from some of the agencies in India. आज मत पूछो कौन सी एजेंसीज, उस समय देखना, क्योंकि ये सब चीजें ऊपर नीचे होती रहती हैं, and Google can answer you out. You visit some of these agencies and you'll get a feel of कि उनका क्या placement record है. Usually the good ones, in fact, have 100% record, because वो लेते ही उतने स्टूडेंट को जितने को प्लेस कर पाए, right? That is what can happen to you.
We have a next question from Nitesh Gupta. He says that BTech in artificial intelligence would be good in India. That's a question.
Unfortunately, Nitesh, there is no BTech in artificial intelligence apart from the private colleges or universities of India. So if you talk about the IITs of India or the triple ITs of India or BITS Pilani kind of places, they don't have a BTech in AI. That's what the problem is actually. That in India, still we don't have BTech in robotics or BTech in AI or BTech in augmented reality, which the foreign has. Since last 5-7 years, they have started this thing. So we still are like going to teach you everything, all garbage, right? Of which like maybe only 10% is of your liking. But BTech in India like will be एक होलिस्टिक प्रोग्राम है जो सभी तरह का कंप्यूटर साइंस आपको हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी तक उसका पढ़ाएगा, भले आपको चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए। तो द कार्बोहाइड्रेट पार्ट इन इंडिया इन कंप्यूटर साइंस इज स्टिल गुड। सो यू विल बी आस्किंग कि तब कंप्यूटर साइंस के बच्चे इतने अच्छे से प्लेस कैसे हो जाते हैं? यार वो नौकरी पे जाते हैं, आप समझो। नौकरी पे जाना और पोजीशन पे जाना दोनों अलग चीजें होती हैं। लेस देन 15-20% स्टूडेंट्स गो फॉर पोजीशंस जो कोडर के रूप में जाते हैं। बाकी 70-80% स्टूडेंट्स कोडर के रूप में नहीं जाते हैं, वो नौकरी पे जाते हैं। मतलब वो एक कंप्यूटर साइंस की उनको नौकरी मिल जाती है जो यूजुअली नेटवर्किंग और इन सब चीजों से अलाइड सर्विसेज से रिलेट करती है। बट वेरी फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर इन फैक्ट हु विल मेक इट अप टू डायरेक्टली इनटू माइक्रोसॉफ्ट और गूगल और दीस काइंड ऑफ प्लेसेस। हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम, जस्ट टेल मी। सो कोडिंग वाले बहुत कम, कंप्यूटर साइंस में भी बहुत कम होते हैं। अच्छा, ये कौन लोग होते हैं? क्या इनके ऊपर ये भी तो उसी कॉलेज में पढ़ रहे थे? इन्होंने खुद से कोडिंग को ज्यादा अच्छे से, आर को, पाइथन को, सी प्लस प्लस को, जावा को अच्छे सीखा होता है। और दे आर नॉट ओनली डिपेंडेंट ऑन, सो 30% of their knowledge comes from the college and 70% they have in and out, day in day out. In fact, they have studied all by themselves. They have like 10-20 certifications. Mere students here, I mean, they're like junkies of certificates, you know why? And they are learning constantly, in fact, from abroad, जो उनको ऑनलाइन होने के बाद से काफी अच्छी फैसिलिटी मिल रही है ये, right? So you can like definitely think about that.
We have another question from Manas Ranjan. He says, I am having too much interest in sports analysis career. What things should be done for making a career as a sports analyst?
You know, there are two words used in this. One is sports and the second is analyst. Now you do you have any idea what is the meaning of analyst? Now sports means like, अगर आप अब आपको उसमें रूट क्या लेना पड़ेगा? Either you are a very good player and then you turn into an analyst, or then you will be like doing your BPEd and NPEd kind of courses, right? Bachelor in physical education and these kind of thing. But right now there are courses in private universities which are actually in sports. So we have BBA in sports also kind of curriculum which has come up. Now these kind of people, when they do it and they work for some sports agency or sports company or the sports giants of the world, then they can like go for if they are very good and if they are analyst का मतलब होता है एक बंदा जो एनालाइज कर सके, उसकी एनालिटिकल स्किल्स उसमें अच्छी हो। तो ऐसी पोजीशन पे जाने के लिए योर हेयर्स वुड बी लाइक ग्रेइंग। this is basically a position, not a job. So a job is something that can be had after your bachelor's and master's, but a position would need a lot of sagacity over a period of time in your career, so that you can like live some 10 years in that kind of career, and then now you know everything practically, so people will ask you, people will give you projects for that. So that is when you can become that. So there is nothing like a shorter route. You have to go through either BPEd, MPEd kind of thing, और sports management में आप BBA, MBA करो, और या फिर आप एक अच्छे प्लेयर हो, नेशनल लेवल के खेलो, नेशनल इंटरनेशनल, और उसके बाद जब आप रिटायरमेंट लो तो आप एक एनालिस्ट के तौर पे बन सकते हो. There are 3 routes.
Yeah. Khushi Dubey sir wants to ask that you have already answered the validity of IELTS exam, but she just wants to ask what is the right time to start studying for this exam?
खुशी, आपको याद होगा मैंने आपको अपना वो दिया था, स्पेशलाइज्ड आप क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो, आपको अभी मैं दोबारा से आपको इसमें लिख देता हूँ, द ईमेल आईडी careers@msn.com, उस पर आप पूछ लेना. लेकिन आप अभी चाहो तो अभी प्रिपेयर करके और अगले 20 दिन के अंदर इसको दे सकते हो. It all requires like is around 3 weeks of preparation, and that to like 1 or 2 hours a day will suffice. That's it. It's not a rocket science examination. Yes, some mentoring is required, but then you can do it. I mean, anyone who wants to write IELTS examination, they can just take around 2 to 3 weeks of preparation and they can definitely do it. So you can do it right now, because the reason for which you'll be wanting to write IELTS is to apply abroad. If you want to apply abroad, then definitely more often than not cases, you'll be needing the score before December. So once November end comes, your total focus should be, I also say, should be totally towards what? Towards your class 12 boards, और आपके pre boards वगैरह भी start हो जाएंगे. Then you won't be like finding any time for this. So you should do it right now, or else you apply for it right now, and then as a missing document you write that examination in April. But that will only be possible in 2 places. One is UK and one is Singapore. For some colleges in Canada also this can happen, but never in US. US and Australia would be like requiring immediately in this December itself. तो अगर आपको लगता है 12th के बाद करना है तो फिर आपको कुछ ही कंट्रीज में आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो, अदरवाइज आपको पहले देना पड़ेगा. Yes.
Yeah, another question is from Shriyansh Singh. Probably he's interested in both bio and physics, and he says, what are the career options that involve both bio and physics?
One of the greatest career option, biophysics. जैसे बायोटेक्नोलॉजी वैसे ही बायोफिजिक्स. जस्ट अगर आपका इसमें मन लगता है इन दोनों चीजों में तो आप लेकिन ये जो रूट है ना बायोफिजिक्स के साथ, दिस एक्चुअली इज एन एकेडमिक रूट. सो यू हैव टू गो फॉर योर बैचलर्स, you have to go for your masters, and better if you can do your masters or PhD abroad, then definitely like this is a research based career option, and any kind of core science career option is a research based career option. So if you're not studying, or if you don't have the patience to study that subject option till your PhD levels, then definitely and you don't have to only go in research and teaching, you can actually go for corporates also. So the best of the companies in the world, in fact, like they'll be hiring you who are working in that area which you have studied, like biophysics, right? So अभी मैं यही बता सकता हूँ, बाकी तो आपको विकिपीडिया बताएगा, but I'll also like putting कि जो टॉप साइंस के 10 करियर ऑप्शंस हैं फ्यूचरिस्टिक, वो कौन से हैं और उनको कैसे करें इन अ वीडियो फॉर्म. So better all of you who are watching it out, in fact, you subscribe to the channel and you'll be getting loads of it over there, in fact, quality content.
I know there are many questions, but
बहुत सारे हैं, वही मुझे लग रहा है.
Yeah. But there is one question, Mr. Raghuvanshi, I would like to ask.
Please.
And of course, Vinayak is very good at making documentaries and is very good at filmmaking. He says that can filmmaking be considered as a career option? I am an IIT JEE aspirant. I'm really passionate about both science and filmmaking. Should I go in for a filmmaking if engineering does not work out?
You know, so you know, you're asking that I'm passionate is something, but I still am looking forward to some career option which is commonly looked after by everybody. So should I pursue my passion in case if I don't fall back to mundane? What a question you have asked. In fact, what would you answer if you're passionate? देखो यार, फिल्म मेकिंग वगैरह में सिर्फ एक ही चीज, एक ही क्वालिफिकेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, वो है पैशन. तो अगर तुम पहले से पैशनेट हो तो भाई तुम पहले ही क्वालिफाइड हो विनायक, तुम्हें और कुछ नहीं करना है. यू कैन जस्ट लाइक गो फॉर इट एंड गो गेट इट. आई मीन आई वोंट इवन से गो फॉर इट, जस्ट गो गेट इट. मैंने विस्लिंग वुड्स और वो सारे नाम वहां लिखे हुए थे. डू यू इवन इमेजिन लाइक व्हाट काइंड ऑफ करियर ऑप्शन these people create? I mean these places create. I mean you have sky as a limit to. देखो आईआईटी से इंजीनियर तो सारे बनेंगे, बट कितने लोग हैं जो फिल्म मेकिंग में जाएंगे तुम्हारे इससे? मैं अपने पूरे बैच का, जो बड़ा ही जबरदस्त बैच है मेरे स्कूल का ग्रुप, उसमें से आधे लोग अब्रॉड हैं, कम से कम 26 डॉक्टर्स हैं, यू नो कर्नल्स हैं, आर्मी ऑफिसर्स हैं, सभी तरह के चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स हैं, लोग हैं. आई एम दी ओनली करियर काउंसलर एंड करियर स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट इन द होल बैच, एंड दे ऑल fall back to me somehow somewhere, right? And people like them. So you need to understand that you need to create a niche. You need to create a niche of yourself. If you are passionate about something, if I'm not passionate about this, I won't be doing it. Trust me. And you can also get to know from my performance that whether the guy is passionate or he's just making it out. There are 99% people in the name of career counseling who are faking it out. And I'm not saying because I am doing it. Why? Because they lack in passion. मैं तो कई बार करियर काउंसलर से मिलता हूं बिना बताए कि मैं खुद हूं, और मैं पूछता हूं कुछ बेसिक से क्वेश्चन, जो वो बताते हैं मुझे लगता है कि मेरे मतलब खून के आंसू निकल जाते हैं कि व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट डूड, राइट? दे हैव एब्सोल्युटली नो आइडिया. 10 करियर के बारे में जान के आप नहीं, तो आपको अगर पहले से पैशनेट आप हो, मुझे लगता है आपने कोई मूवी भी बनाई होगी, शॉर्ट मूवीज भी आपने बनाई होगी, आप बहुत सारा इस पे काम करते होंगे, और आपको लगता है कि इसमें आप यू नो ज्यादा आपको जाना चाहिए, यू शुड डेफिनेटली गो फॉर इट. प्लीज टॉक टू योर पेरेंट्स, मेक देम स्पीक टू मी. अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, आप उनको मुझसे एक बार बात कराइए, मैं उनको कन्विंस नहीं करूंगा, मैं बताऊंगा कि वो गलती कहां कर रहे हैं, राइट? क्योंकि आपको मैं बताऊं आप क्या करोगे, आप आईआईटी में जाने के बाद भी मूवी ही बनाओगे. लिख के रखो इस बात को, क्योंकि वहां पे आपको एक मिलेगा मीडिया क्लब, फिल्म क्लब, और जहां आपको वो क्लब मिला, आपका मैक्सिमम टाइम वहीं बीतने का है. तो यार वो वहां क्यों नहीं बिताते हो जहां पे ऐसे लोग सिखाने के लिए आते हैं, जहां वही काम ही होता है, पढ़ाई भी वही है. वहां पे आपका फ्रिक्शन नहीं रहेगा पढ़ाई से और अपने पैशन के साथ. और अपने पैशन के साथ आप सभी सुन लो, जितने लोग सुन रहे हो, आपके पैशन के साथ कभी फ्रिक्शन मत रखना. भविष्य का जो करियर ऑप्शंस या भविष्य के जो करियर ऑप्शंस हैं, ये ऐसे लोगों के लिए है ही नहीं जिनका पैशन के, एक तो पैशन सबको पता नहीं होता. लेस देन 5% पीपल नो व्हाट दे आर पैशनेट अबाउट. बाकी लोग को, और 5% लोग को भविष्य में पता चलता है. 10% लोग पैशनेटली पूरी दुनिया में काम करते हैं. तो पूरी दुनिया में जो एक्सीलेंस है वो इसलिए आता है कि 10% लोग अच्छा काम करते हैं, पैशनेटली काम करते हैं. 90% लोग सिर्फ काम करते हैं यार. So if you are good in that thing, in fact, I'll be totally standing, shouldering with you and standing tall with you in your favor. Make your parents, you listen to me, Vinayak, make your parents speak to me if in case they have a doubt. And there'll be a free counseling that I'll give you at least, in fact, right? Why? Because like definitely people like you are the people who should create a niche, right? कितने कितने लोगों ने बोला है कि भाई वहां से डीपीएस से निकल करके एक फिल्म डायरेक्टर है या जो हॉलीवुड में अभी काम कर रहा है, कैसे कितने लोग हैं? इंजीनियर्स तो मतलब पूरा पूरा बॉक्स भर के होंगे, लेकिन एक इंजीनियर, दो इंजीनियर, सभी एक जैसे, सब पैसा कमा रहे हैं, कोई कोई समाज नहीं बदल रहा है, कोई कुछ दे नहीं रहा है. There is nothing like a value addition that anyone of it. They're just earning and making their lives better. You can create a change. You can bring a change. So I think, in fact, like all those people who have this kind of a thing, ability or passion to pursue, they should not be looking into anything else.
I
Right?
think Adwaita's question you have already answered. That she says that can I have two fields, which one being my passion and other being a source of income? So I think probably you already answered the question.
I've already answered it, but just one more line I'll be adding. Adita, in fact, like, the problem is when you are passionate, you never think about money. So I think you're wrong, grossly mistaken. If your passion matches your profession, you're the top 1% happiest people in the world. Trust me. Happiness will only come to forever. Happiness will come to the people because of the work they do if their passion matches with their profession, right? But you can definitely be passionate about a lot many things. But never, if you're talking about the word passion, don't think about money. Why? Because if you're passionate enough, trust me, take into writing, money will follow you. Everything will follow you. You don't have to think about it. If you think about it, then definitely it really won't follow, or it will be like following with some standards. But if you're passionate about it, then sky's the limit for it.
I know that the time is exceeding, but I can't help. I will have to take the questions. I will hold you back, Mr. Raghuvanshi. Sorry. I
Please,
have
no issue.
Prabhu Singh says that I have an interest in machine as well as market and investment. What is the future of it?
Fintech. लिखो इसको प्रभाव. Fintech, finance and technology. So fintech is again one of the highest paying career option in the world. Why? Because finance और technology, तो आप चाहो तो बीटेक कंप्यूटर साइंस में करो और इस एम्बिशन के साथ मत करो कि आपको कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर बनना है, बट उसके बाद आप एमबीए फाइनेंस करो. और अगर आपका ये कॉकटेल मिला, और या फिर आप डायरेक्टली एमबीए फिनटेक हैज आल्सो स्टार्टेड एक्चुअली. So the moment somebody can do this kind of thing, then I think you can just you can make a hole in the skies, in fact, over there for the 15-20 years to come, because this is a very, very good thing. So if you love market, if you love finance investments, and you also have you have said interest in machine, I don't know whether it is computer science or anything else, but if it is anything else, then definitely I'll have to change my answer. But I'll take machine learning as computer science, so definitely you can go for that thing. Learn how to code and learn how to play with finances. Do that, bring that together, and become one of the highest earner in your family ever.
Ishan Ahuja is very, very desperate, and he says, please suggest few best colleges for architecture.
निशान, बेस्ट कॉलेजेस ये मत पूछो मुझसे यार, ये तो गूगल एक मिनट बताता है. आप नाटा टाइप करो, नाटा, NATA, नाटा, राइट राइट, और नाटा के थ्रू जो कॉलेजेस हैं उनको देख लो, वो आंख बंद करके फॉलो कर लो. उसके अलावा एक और कॉलेज है, वो है सेप्ट अहमदाबाद, उसको भी आप नोट कर लो. CEPT, सेप्ट अहमदाबाद. इन दोनों को खाली आप टारगेट करो, और इनके थ्रू सेप्ट तो खैर इट इज अगेन अ क्राउन ज्वेल ऑफ इंडिया, बट नाटा के थ्रू भी जो आर्किटेक्चर के टॉप 8 कॉलेजेस हैं वो बहुत ही अच्छे हैं. मैं टाइम यहाँ पे वेस्ट नहीं करूंगा, बिकॉज आई थिंक यू विल गेट इट द होल लिस्ट ओवर देयर. NATA नाटा इज योर कंपटीशन, and CEPT SEPT is your competition. You have to write these two competitions.
We have Janvi Bansila. She is going to, be very annoyed if I not the question. So, what are the scopes for becoming a detective and going into investigative services in India?
Janvi, it is, you could have asked this question a couple of hours back, but still, if you're asking it right now, then definitely you need to understand that in India, these kind of stuff are not knitted around, subjects. These kind of things like are knitted around self-proclaimed passion, which some people display. of whatever they have done. So usually these people have been working in some kind of consultancies of such types or something like that. But I think if your analytical skills are good, then these kind of subjects are there as degree programs. And mostly I will not suggest you to go for degree programs, but go for certificate programs and internships in these kind of niche career options rather than going for a mundane program. And there are a lot of certifications you can gain. And yes, you can definitely want to become, uh, you can open your own detective agencies and all. And there are a lot of people who are earning a lot of money. But again, it's not money which will be of interest. It'll be work which will be of interest. So if you really love to peep into solve cases or something like that, and you don't want to be into government, then definitely you can study whatever you study. It doesn't matter at all. But after that time, journalism would be one very good area where you can study actually. So I would like suggesting you to go for journalism, or jo khoji patrakarita, what they call is. So you can actually go for that kind of a journalism. And after that, you can add more certificate courses, learn a bit of technology, bring those together, make a cauldron and a potpourri of it, and have some internships done to these kind of agencies. And voila, you are ready for that. You can open your agency or you can work for any kind of company in the world.
Another two more questions, and that's it then. Kushi Dubey says that traveling is actually one that attracts her the most. She says that can she take it full time or do anything else in this case? I mean, anything else?
Kushi, traveling by itself doesn't pays. The problem with life is when you are a child, you are blessed. Children always think that their life is not blessed. Actually, their life is screwed because they have to study, which is not good, and they are like, they have to do a lot of things which their mom and dad says. It is a bad life. So the life is only when you earn. The problem starts when you start earning. I think everybody who is earning here will understand that. So as a child, you are blessed. Now, with that sentiment, if you're thinking, "Ki, I love to travel," so if you only travel, you need a lot of money. So you earn something, find your passion, earn from your job, and invest in your passion, which is traveling, like I do. If it was not pandemic, then usually like 2.5 to 3 months every year I'm abroad. And most of the time, like my work is only for 10 days, but I travel for 2.5 months. And mostly I'm traveling. So the only way you can earn while you are traveling full time is when you can create excellent travel videos of yours and take travel photography as your passion. And now there are agencies, there are platforms, there are digital platforms. You can sell your videos and photos and earn in lakhs. And you can also earn from YouTube. In fact, if your followers are in millions and all, because of the travel, right? Because of not because of anything else. So yes, you can still earn a lot of money. I know some travel bloggers and travel bloggers and travel photographers who earn around 3 to 5 lakh rupees per month. Uh, and this is a fact in India, but they are very good. So you need to be like adding more skills. You need to learn filmmaking a bit, not in a degree form, but as a skill. You need to learn about cameras. You need to learn photography. You need to learn how to speak. You need to learn about cultures. You need to learn literature. So then you can like go into a degree which can talk about, or maybe a degree which is liberal arts. So you can take liberal arts as your liberal arts is a very, very good degree. In fact, I would have taken in my times had it been there. Why? Because it doesn't makes you become somebody. Janvi, आपके लिए भी ये चीज है. You can also go for liberal arts kind of a degree, right? But you can actually go on to study from everything around you. You also learn technology and digitization of future. You learn robotics also as a subject, and you don't learn from one college but from multiple colleges, right? So this is a brilliant degree. You can just find it out. You can directly, अगर आप पूछोगे कहाँ से क्या, तो आप देख सकते हो वेबसाइट गूगल पे जा करके, या you can ask me also through that mail address that I have given, so that I can answer your question. But yes, these are the things that you can do as a traveler, and you can earn a lot of money.
So the last question I take up is I'm interested. It's Sher Bhatt. He says that I'm interested in machine learning and 3D printing. From where should I study? Is there any scope here in India?
The scope, I will start from the later part of your question, right? The scope is going to be everywhere in the world because 3D printing is the future of everything. In fact, over there, it has already started. The problem is even IITs have just got the 3D printer. I remember when I was in US in 2007, and there was a 3D printer that I saw. So 2000 12 के बाद से लगभग लगभग सभी छोटे बड़े कॉलेजेस ने ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड इन इंजीनियरिंग दे हैव 3D प्रिंटिंग प्रिंटर्स इनफैक्ट इन देयर नाउ इट इज इट कॉस्ट सो मच यहाँ पे भी अभी भी क्या है कि लाइक दे डोंट गेट ऑन टू वर्क विथ यू it is more of an amusement if it's like a white elephant so everybody all the students will come and see that 3D printer but you'll not be able to work with the models that you want to work with the 3D printer because it's very very costly technology there are the technology is getting cheaper now and as it gets cheaper it will be more available by the time you go in for your graduation it will be there but I don't know you need to then go for design rather than BTech and certainly like the NID has it all the best colleges for design they have it IITs have it I told you about USEED I don't know what is the subject in class 12 but if you have taken maths then definitely like you can go for writing USEED and do this what you're talking from IIT Bombay or IIT Guwahati and these are very very good places to study such things but still I would say that if you go abroad then these are futuristic technology और problem अभी भी इंडिया के साथ ये है कि जो भी futuristic technology है वो इंडिया में काफी लेट आती है because of paucity of resources, paucity of money, lack of infrastructure ये सब चीजें problem है इंडिया में IITs में भी आज की डेट में barring some of the departments of some of the IITs right तो अब आप देखो कि अगर ये प्रॉब्लम रहेगी तो डेफिनेटली आपको वो चीज वहीं से पढ़नी चाहिए जहां से वो इवॉल्व हो रही है तो मैं ये कहूंगा कि भले आप बैचलर इंडिया से करो मास्टर्स बाहर जाके करो बेहतर होगा अगर आप अपने बैचलर को भी बाहर से जाके करने की बात करो कहीं से भी वो सिंगापुर हो सकता है यूके हो सकता है जहां पे कॉस्टिंग आपकी काफी कम आएगी जितनी कॉस्टिंग आपकी प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस की है उससे बहुत ज्यादा कॉस्टिंग इन देशों की नहीं है ये एक भ्रम है ये एक हुडू है ये एक टैबू है इंडियन माइंड्स में कि स्टडिंग अब्रॉड इज ऑलवेज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव people are paying 35 lakh rupees 40 lakh rupees in India for basic level of people are paying crores of rupees as donation to get into some god-forsaken MBBS colleges, but they're not paying even half the sum of money to get into best colleges to study allied bio subjects, which can make you a great professional of tomorrow, but to become a doctor by buying that degree. It may offend a lot of people, and I don't care, in fact, about it because I'm very blunt in what is happening around you. At least I'm calling a spade a spade. So that is the thing. So you can definitely think about these two options that I've told you. Whether either you go for USEED kind of places in IITs, studying design from there, or you study directly from abroad because it's a futuristic technology. So study from there.
So there is a question from Ishan Ahuja, and he's really saying, "Ma'am, please ask this question." Last question. So he says that for the preparation of IPM, what should be the tips?
All right. So Ishan, you can just you mail this question to me. I'll send you everything. It is a full detailed one page that I'll attach with that. And anybody who has any specific question, they can use that mail ID CAREERZ careers@msn.com and and I'll answer it out. Trust me, I'll answer it out, right? Number one. Number two, also follow that channel, which will be answering all these questions, in fact, in video formats in the coming times by the time you finish your class 12th. Definitely, right? So I'll definitely answer you, Shan. Personally, I'll answer you. Right?
Though this question is, in fact,
I would be wanting to answer one question, ma'am. Although it may be bogging down some people. Vikas has asked that, sir, what is the scope in Indian politics? And I'm sure you're about to ask this question, right? No. You know what? You may be the greatest rock star among the entire batch that is passing right now. Who knows? Who knows? We are like, if even not talking to the future Modi ji, maybe like talking to some MLA or MP or somebody who's very influential in power politics. So because for that, no level of education is important. Two kind of people can get into politics. One, who are highly educated. अब की politics ऐसी हो रही है. Who are highly educated, who are dexterous in whatever they do, and also they have people management skill and they are sociable, right? They need not be gregarious with their heart, but they certainly need to be sociable, right? You need to understand the society, you need to understand culture, history of India, and political science and all those kind of things, of course. And you need to understand the people of the country. You need to be widely traveled, right? And at the same time, you have to be a great professional. एक तो ये qualification. दूसरी qualification है कि आप हिंदी में कहते हो 3-5 करना जानते हो, right? आप गुणा गणित करना जानते हो, आप किसी की टोपी किसी के सर पे डाल सकते हो, आप झूठ सच कुछ भी बोल सकते हो, अपना काम कराने के लिए किसी को ढकेल सकते हो, कुछ भी कर सकते हो। तो ऐसे लोग भी पॉलिटिक्स में बहुत तेजी से ऊपर बैठते हैं, बट आप इस रूट को इसलिए मत लीजिएगा बिकॉज द फ्यूचर ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स इज ऑल अबाउट ट्रांसपेरेंसी. The future of policy is all about technology. The future of politics is all about people. And if you look into Mr. Modi's government only, then most of these ministers are very highly educated people. They have actually refrained from making somebody, of course, because of the alliances and all, and some here and there kind of thing. But if you look into the profile, they are engineers, there are BTechs, there are CAs. You know, most of these ministers are highly educated people, right? So you can take that route. So get into your education, right? Take political science, take international relations or these kind of subjects, right? And then you can definitely see what happens with you. But your people management skill has to be very good. You have to be sociable, and you have to be doing something really great in life so that people look up to you.
I think I've taken up all the questions, but by any chance, if I missed out some, sir has already given his mail
Yes,
ID.
yes, they can always get back.
Respond. Mr. Raghuvanshi, thank you so much. But of course, there is always a formal thanks. So I would request Archana ma'am to please give a vote of thanks to sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. A very warm good evening to one and all. Before we conclude, allow me to extend my sincere gratitude to respected Director of Delhi Public School Varanasi, Mr. Gautam Rajgiriya, Director of DPS Nashik, Mr. Siddharth Rajgiriya, for their visionary leadership and inspiration in organizing such an enriching session for our students. We are also thankful to our Honorable Principal, Mr. Mukesh Sheller, for taking great initiation in organizing events like these. My humble appreciation goes to the very zestful and knowledgeable resource person for today's career orientation program, Mr. Anupam Raghuvanshi, for conducting such an informative, insightful, and highly useful session like this. Indeed, sir, you have shared some amazing and attractive career options which are currently available, and I'm sure our students will be benefited from it. Before we take leave, I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to the entire DPS team, including the technical team who were a part of this session. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all these kind words. I really enjoyed, in fact, and each time I take a session in DPS, it also lifts me up. So it also lets me know like there are some more things to learn, and definitely with the inclusion of class professionals, Kiran ma'am, Mukti ma'am, everybody has been there since last 3 days. So Navratra mein, we had these 3 days of celebration of careers for all the students of, and kudos to your school for arranging it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks.